Y'all, I wait till somebody come in here. I am pissed the fuck off right now. Look at this. People ask me why I don't do DoorDash and all of that shit. This is why. Now I got to cuss these people out. And it's our own people. You know, it's our own fucking people. It's our own people. My own people. You know, Amy, I talk so much shit about the things I talk shit about. And for real, well, this is why they could come over and take over because of shit like this. And that's why I don't support all that support back business and all that. No, I don't do that. First of all, it's fucking raining. Why would you put my groceries down? First of all, why would you put my food on the floor the fuck to begin with anyway? And I got somebody else shopping another order. Let me check on his ass. He's white, so I know his shit gonna be right. He's sending me pictures. He's sending me updates on everything. But this bitch that just left here, oh my god, he was like a younger black boy. He's asking me for my pen. I didn't give it to him because I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't open the door because he put the packages right in front of the door. So I said, well, help me out. I can't open the door. He puts the groceries a step down instead of handing them to me. So they're gonna have to refund all that. That's he just did me a favor. He got shit on top of my bread. I am sufficiently fucking irked. My items were left on the ground in the rain. There was a raccoon in my food. They are scattered all over the pavement. The driver did not receive my pin. I just fucking said it. So technically, I didn't get my order. I gotta say this all over again. They don't want to work with pride. They don't want to work, period. I should have canceled my order as soon as I saw that he was black, honestly. My items are on the ground in the rain. There is a raccoon going through my food right now. The driver did not receive my pin. I have not received my order because why does it keep glitching? Honestly, I'm just I don't know what to do. Fucking DoorDasher just left this shit like that. Oh, they just literally just threw it. Yeah, I'm just it just well he put it in a bag, but the thing is wet. So when I went to pick it up, it just did this. But then he doesn't even have his. Doesn't have that in the bag. It's on top of meat. Like, what the fuck is this? Seriously. Sorry. I'm trying to. On the. Is so frustrating. It is. I was just like, see, in-house delivery or something like that. Like, not use DoorDash. Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. They should figure out something else because one time I ordered 45 items and they gave it to somebody on a bike. I tried to ask I tried to add ginger ale. She was like, "Be mindful because I'm on a bike." Why would you? Why do I have to be mindful? Because I do leave a correct tip or whatever, so it's probably that's why she took it. But and then my chips were smashed, my taco shells were smashed. It's not your fault that you're there. Yes. Don't tell me to be mindful. You be mindful. Like give somebody else the order. This asshole just left here. Oh my god. So I'm on. Pray I could get a refund. I don't even want to eat any of this. Well, yeah, I mean, I think you'll get a refund. You send them a picture of that. Yeah. Thank you guys. Have a good night. I think it's the attitude in the workforce when people don't want to work with pride. They want to get over. They don't want to. It shows. I'm just going to start doing in-store pickup. When I was in the hospital, I noticed it a lot. Here, come up, Amy, because I want to hear your. Oh my God, I feel like nurses are the worst people. Like a lot of nurses should not be nurses. This is like blowing my whole shit too. Like, I'm not gonna let this blow my shit, but it is kind of. Wait, because I have another order in progress. And all right, so I don't have to worry about him. Isn't this terrible?
What up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
What's
you.
up?
No, I was just saying, like, I mean, I noticed it. I would contributed to burnout and what's it called? Because when people get to that point where they're just like, don't give a f about what they're doing, and they just get to that point of just disrespect. And it's like, take a break, brother, because or sister, because it's one of those situations where like it doesn't benefit any of us with you be doing it. Because you
Right.
brought it here, but look what happened.
And you're going to get a bad rating, which in that
Yeah,
industry, a bad rating can really like get you kicked off the app. The way he shops, he didn't listen to any of my substitutions. It
yeah.
says like if this isn't here, do a refund. He substituted. I wanted one piece of fried chicken. He substituted a whole thing of Cuban, some Cuban shit. Like I don't. What the fuck is this? It.
Yeah, it makes me want to just go in because I've had such bad experiences with my dashers, especially with groceries. I'll be like, I'm just gonna go because I've had so many
Yeah.
times I ask for one thing and then it comes wrong, or they completely just ignore you, or they just don't even try to look for it. They be like, nope, it's not here. Refund it now, and I'm like, you know what? Don't worry. I wish they let people have access to their like. Remember, like you know how you rate the people. I wish they
Mhm.
would let us have access when that person's on, and if you can have a special request that they can do. They don't allow that because it's like randomly choosing. But I wish they could allow people to go back to what they, like to see if the person's working, if they could take your order. Because that would make
Wait,
it
say it
where
again.
I wish that DoorDash would allow, or just these services, allow you to have access to when you have a good person, you can repeat request them. Like, I want this person to pick up my order.
Yeah, but that's
Because, like,
hard because they travel around a lot. So a lot of times
yeah,
they don't stay in the same area.
I know, but I feel like in some cases, like if you're a repeat buyer, maybe they should allow you to get to a point where you
Well,
can request.
if you had to schedule your delivery for something like that,
Oh, you can and ask for a certain person to get it.
the only way that would work is if you scheduled a delivery because like when I did Instacart for a little while, but I
Hmm.
couldn't deal with the customers because like one time this man wanted me to bring his stuff into his apartment building, and when I
Yeah.
was bringing his stuff out the car, he was just standing there like not even trying to help do
Hmm.
anything. Like, and I'm not coming in your fucking house, number one. But
Yeah.
and he was just standing at the door, like waiting for me to bring his stuff inside, and I put it at the door. Whatever. I just couldn't deal with the people. But the only
Hmm.
way that would work if you wanted a certain shopper is to schedule. Actually, Target does something like that. They have you could have a preferred shopper, and you get a couple of them.
Oh, okay, okay. I think because I don't know,
So
I didn't even think about that because if I had so many bad experiences, I just like I just go in. But what I really want is sometimes you get the right person that does the right thing. You be like, please come back, you, not them, you.
I'm trying to.
Because I noticed that like in the hospital, it's not. I don't know about the nurses. I just know about my when I was a tech, and I worked with environmental services, which is like the cleaning group. I noticed that a lot of people was like cutting corners, and like the thing about a hospital, you really shouldn't be cutting corners with cleaning because there's germs everywhere. But it was certain people I knew when they would come in. I'm like, this ain't gonna get cleaned. They ain't gonna clean it. And then there's certain people
Mm.
that would come in. I was like, oh, thank God she's here. She takes pride in her work every single time. She does it down to like she's thorough. Even if she takes a long time, she's gonna make sure everything is spotless.
Hello, hold on,
And there's
Amy.
certain people I'd be like, this person's gonna take advantage.
2088. You see what this last person did?
What? Oh, you talking to
This
my
I'm complaining right now. It's disgusting. And he was here. He put first of all, he put everything right here. This is soaking wet. I couldn't open it. When you have the screen door, you should never put anything in front of the screen door. Ever. And then I say, "Can you help me out? I can't open the door." So he puts it down another level, so it's already wet. So I went to go get that, and when I lifted up, they were all over the pavement. I apologize for that. Like I said, for some reason with the app though tonight, it's like oh, it wouldn't let me add the it wasn't letting me add anything, and then it also you said with your notes. Usually I could see the notes, but I couldn't see any notes in it, like nothing. It just showed me, like the super sharp cheese, the rolls, the meat, and then like even it didn't say anything about any substitutions, which it usually does do. If you want to wait right here, I couldn't add the tip. It was letting me. Yes, it's okay. I appreciate. Please, I have enough to do it. All right. Thank you. Yeah, there is something wrong. Hey, C. Patterson, do you see this? It was worse. I'm complaining to DoorDash right now. I don't want to put the wrong thing because I'm technically my order has not been received.
yeah, that was
Wait,
dumb. That wasn't good for you.
wait, what is this? I'm
Explain
doing
yourself, sir.
nothing.
Or whatever. Why did you leave it like undone? And why didn't you like that's crazy?
And when I said help me out, when I could have, you would think he would have handed me the bags. No, he put them down on the step. The steps are soaking wet.
That's wrong.
And then he just walked off. He didn't get my pen.
He didn't want the tip or anything because he just threw his stuff
Oh,
until he
I'm
ran
taking
off.
the tip back. I don't know if they allow that on here. If I
Oh.
can take the tip back, I'm taking it back.
I heard you could take it back up to an hour, right?
I know you can do that. I know they do that on Instacart
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
because they tip bait people. They'll put like a $30 tip for you to because they know if they don't tip, nobody will pick up their order or it'll take a really
Yeah.
long time. So a lot of people will do the tip baiting where they'll put a big tip and they'll take it right back as soon as they get their food.
That's evil. Evil.
Let's see.
Damn.
What did I say?
Because what if I do
God,
everything right and you still take the money
I
back?
swear.
Okay, cool.
But they did that to me one time, and I really wanted to hurt the person who did it. Like, ma'am, I have your address. Like, hello, why would you do that? Is as bad as it is out here. I wanted to do something so bad to something on her property just for playing with me like that.
Yeah, that's not cool because it's like I see you take it. Let's say if I know I did something effed up and you took it back, I'm like, well, I should expect that. But I did everything right. And you took it back. You tricked me. That ain't right.
Look, the spinach isn't even in the bag. It's next to raw meat. He left my shit on the ground. I mean, on the steps in the fucking rain. I don't. Let me say there was a raccoon. Hold up, my items were
How did they get
spread.
there? They driving. Well, how are they traveling by bike or by
He,
moped
he
or
was in
something?
the car. They both were in the car
Oh, come on, people.
outside in the rain.
Come on, people. We gotta do
The
better.
driver didn't get my pin because he left.
Nah, you gotta do better than that. I see if the person had did like, nah, y'all in a car. You could have waited in the car till the person opened the door and brought the stuff to him.
There are ants all over my food.
That was the one thing. My
There is
whole
a raccoon as well.
oh Lord, how much? I remember one time I ordered from Crumble cookies, and that lady was like, "I'm not coming upstairs." That was on the third floor, one of those walk ups. She was like, "I'm not coming upstairs. Come down here." And I was like, "I'm not coming down the stairs, so you can send it
Wait, what
back."
happened?
I ordered some cookies. And me and the
Mhm.
driver were going back and forth because I didn't want to. I was going to pay her to come up the stairs because I was going to give her a tip because I used to always give people the tip. They came up the stairs, but she didn't want to come up the stairs. And she was like, I'm not coming up the stairs. And if you don't come down these stairs, you're just not going to get your order. I was like, fine. We both were spicy. Because I was like, I'll pay you to come up the stairs. She said, I don't even want the money. Just come down here. I said, girl, why you pick the order up? And I really wanted those crumble cookies so bad. But I was not coming out my apartment. I was like, nope.
And
I'm just gonna-
like I said, as much shit as I talk about foreigners taking those jobs from people, it's our people. It's a black job, as Trump would say. Um, because you see the white guy here, he was asking me, is this to your liking? Is this to your liking? How about this? How about that? This motherfucker right here, I ordered one piece of fried chicken to hold me over until I cook. He gives
Yeah.
me a whole thing of some Cuban grilled shit, and it clearly says if it's unavailable, refund. Like if they don't have what I want, I put refund.
So he pretty much
I
was
don't
like,
want
I'll bring
y'all
you a whole bag or
substituting.
something. Was it cooked at least or no?
I think let me see what it is.
Because I asked for
'Cause
beef chicken. I didn't ask for
I
this.
don't need people substitute thinking for me. I like specific shit. Yeah, this is
Vice
the corn
versa.
that I didn't want.
I don't like people think
Um,
that's why I get mad. I ordered these strawberry cakes and they gave me vanilla cakes. I was like, I wanted the strawberry.
this shit right here,
What is
and this
that?
was on the ground. I don't know, and it's $8.99. Why would you give me? I just wanted a piece of a chicken breast. Why would you give me that was $2? Why would you give me something that was $9? That's why I don't need nobody substituting shit for me.
That's it.
Hold on, let me get this refund request together. There was a raccoon when I came out, and now there are ants all over my food.
Sure. Turned into Chef Roddy, but she don't clean her kitchen after she cooked.
I don't know if I should say my order didn't arrive.
Hmm.
It was delivered.
Was it? You just saw something
All of it.
outside.
I gotta go and do this whole thing. I have to do
Do
it.
you have like a
Hold on.
camera to take for your outdoors? Because it would better be had a camera to show what the person did.
Yeah, that's what I need. Let me just contact support.
Because in this case, they probably need to see more than the description. They need to probably see it. Like you dropped it
Yeah,
on the floor and moved on.
because I can't. It's like 20 items. I don't have the time to go in each item.
Tina said, say that shit was damaged.
It is damaged. It's contaminated and it's damaged. I need to report it as a food safety issue. Matter of fact, that's what I need to do. Report safety issue.
Yeah, that's a no, no, no.
My food is contaminated. Add photos. Sure will. Sure, Jan. Should I put more? I'm gonna put all this shit on the ground, make it more dramatic since it's already fucked up.
Lord have mercy.
Listen, you wanna be the fuck smart bitch? So can I. Let me put this.
Did you see the person?
Yeah, that's the bad part about it.
Mm.
That's the fucking bad part about it. Is that he when I opened the door, he I don't even think I asked for this. He really is really is just ignorant. I did not ask for this. I don't like this super this chicken with all these what do you call it? Hormones. Like these drumsticks shouldn't be this big. I don't want this.
Oh no.
I'm
Did you
glad
ask
I'm
for a
getting a
second
refund.
time and he just switched it and didn't tell you?
We switched it. I asked for a refund if the shit that I
No.
want is not there.
Yeah, because if somebody says they want a certain chicken, they probably don't. Especially if it says like organic, they probably don't want the non-organic or what's it MOG? What do they call it? The hormone
This nigga put
antibiotic chicken.
fucking spaghetti, a jar of spaghetti in the same bag as chips.
Mm. What store he get this stuff from?
Acme.
I don't know that store.
He's got produce in the same bag as raw food. This was like a big ass no no
Yeah,
when I was
GMOs. I'm
doing this
sorry.
shit. It's contaminated.
Yeah, like
Uh,
if somebody asks us for organic or they ask for like farm fed, that's usually a big indicator they do not want the other.
yes, yes.
Like if you do it, you got to get approval, and most of the time they're just gonna say refund because the other chickens, like you said, it doesn't look. It's
Look how
big. It's
big those drumsticks are. My God.
nobody want that. They be like, I
Well,
don't
you
want this.
know, when I started buying that kosher chicken or whatever it's called, Nature's Promise,
Yeah, I like
I
that
was
one.
I was amazed at how fast it cooked. And I asked whatever ChatGPT how come that chicken cooks faster. He said because it's air chilled. Basically because it's air chilled and it's not full of chemicals. And it
That
just
part.
I forget what air chill had to do with it. He said he explained what the air chilled. I don't know. I forget why it made a difference, but it made a difference. And then you don't have the chemicals to fight through either to cook.
Yeah, I don't like those big pieces of chicken anyways. That's why I stopped calling them carry outs because they be having them big old wings. Look like
Right.
turkey legs and they supposed to be chicken wings. I'm like,
What
mm-mm.
once you experience what's real, it's hard to go back to this type of shit.
I know. 'Cause I used to, when I was a kid, I used to always get those big old chicken wings from the carry out and be just gobbling down. And somebody told me one day, they were like, you eat those steroid chickens. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I sat there and thought about it. And I was like, nah, because it doesn't look like a regular chicken. But as a kid, you're thinking, ooh, it's so much more meat. But I thought about like, this doesn't look like a chicken wing. This looks like a whole turkey leg. And it's supposed to be chicken wings. Where y'all get these chickens from?
Seriously.
They were like, they be putting all types of stuff in them chicken. Don't buy that chicken. And I'm like, you're right. Like I used to go to the neighborhood carry out. We used to get those chickens with the French fries with salt and pepper and the mumbo sauce if you're in DC. That stuff is unhealthy. All of it's unhealthy.
I'm trying
Oh,
to.
she
Sorry,
said
y'all can't say.
air chilling prevents the meat from absorbing water, resulting in superior flavor, juicier meat, and crispier skin. Nom nom nom.
Mm.
Like that.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
I just after a while I actually look for the smaller pieces of meat because I'm like, whatever it is, it gotta be better because all that other stuff, when people be buying them big old packs with all them big old drumsticks look like arms, something ain't right. And they be cheap too. I'm like, nah, something ain't right. Mm-mm. Back away. It's not what I want.
This nigga really got my shit on the ground. He's like really killed my fucking vibe. Cause then I don't want, cause I actually while he was shopping, he wasn't listening to the substitutions, which means I'm gonna get charged all this extra money for shit that I don't want.
And when y'all were,
So
did he allow you to at least respond? Because I noticed
yeah, he
sometimes when
wasn't
they
reading
tell
the
you
response.
this, they
He wasn't
they
reading the responses.
yeah, he was.
He would text me and say that they don't have this. Unless they sent the text automatically. Um,
Mhm. But like sometimes I would go back and say, if they don't have this, could you look for this?
he
And
wasn't
sometimes I would do that.
responding.
They would try to hurry up and just close out the order. And I'm like, you know what?
He was not responding. And when he came here, I said, "So what you don't read? What you don't read? This is him right here. Hi, your fried chicken is out of stock. I replace it. This is an automatic response. So I'm like,
Mm,
no. I put refund. Can you take a better? I check the items. I have refund
uh-uh,
selected.
uh-uh.
All right. So now I have to go. So that was just a report.
That's not cool.
Oh, whoa. Shit. Go back. Go back.
Uh-uh.
Who's? I put 5 stars by
Ritchie,
accident.
I know
What?
you ain't. I know you don't be knowing about all the stuff going on. But have you watched The Polygamist? Please say you have
No.
watched it. Please say
What's
you
that
have.
about? What is it about?
It's a South African series on Netflix. It's 22 episodes. They're like 30 minutes an episode. But it's like a story about a man and his wife and his
Hello?
indiscretions. Is it about
Your
his
sound went out. I can't hear
It's
you.
about a story of a man and his wife. They have this really big, rich
I didn't hear
company.
anything. I didn't hear anything you said.
Oh, okay. Well, do you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, it's a story about a man and his wife that like he's super rich, but he came from humble beginnings. And basically his wife and him, it starts off with his wife basically being told she's being divorced because her husband wants to choose another woman. But in the course of the show, he finds that he doesn't really want to divorce his wife. He just wants to be with the other girl he's been with because he's attracted to her. So the wife agrees to let him have a co-wife, well, a second wife, and that's when all hell breaks loose. Like more secrets start falling out the closet because this man has been like poking his stuff and everything, and it's like a lot of kids that are suffering because he has kids that he acknowledges and then he has kids he does not acknowledge.
Wait, hold on, Amy. Hold on. It says enjoy 40% off when you place another order in the next 24 hours. 102 in credits plus 40% off. Okay, I'll take that. Or a refund of
How
a
much is it
hundred
going
dollars. It says a
to
hundred dollars plus 40% off on next order. I'm gonna take that one and just reorder the shit that I want.
be? Yeah. You want to just go up there and pick it up though, instead of having them pick drop it off?
I don't know if you can do that. I'm not sure.
Because it seems like it'd be better if you could stop it right there before you go out the store with you.
Oh, and I could use this for food too.
Mm-hmm.
10 credits says 40%. Okay. But or it says so. Wait, what's the difference? 102 refund plus 40% off in 3 to 10 days, or 102 in credits plus 40% off. And I guess credit. What's the difference?
Mm-hmm. Which one is credit? It's already like they don't return you the money. You just have a
I gotta
credit
use it
limit.
in DoorDash,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna use anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but I can use it on food.
Mm-hmm. I want you and Gabor to watch Polygamous.
I'm gonna listen to it. And listen to it. Hold up. 102 is added to your DoorDash account. Let me take a screenshot. Y'all screenshot everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very satisfied with the resolution. Quick, easy. I still want to
Mm-hmm.
report this nigga. Rate the order. One.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Unacceptable. Unacceptable, brother. You should have did better than what you did. Especially if you see a
He,
woman in the doorway, you should try to make it right.
I want it to be noted what he did. All right, so finish telling me. I wish I could tell him
But
to come over. Oh, I want to take my tip back. How do I do that?
if you go over there on Instagram, I thought you could like reduce it. I ain't been on
I
there in a
want.
minute.
Let me. I need help for that. He's not. He don't deserve shit.
Oh, sir. Mm-mm. He's moving real dirty.
I need help.
Oh, man. I don't want this. Mm.
Contact support. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Hello.
Mm-mm.
Let me get this shit off the ground.
Uh-huh.
How can I take my tip back? My dasher left my food in the rain on the ground. The food is covered with ants. Raccoons are messing with it.
I like that.
I don't have any information about how to take it back. I bet you don't. Would you like me? Yes. Looks like I took this picture in the app. Let me take it out here. Flash on. All right. All right. So go ahead.
Yeah. No, just tell me about that movie, that show. It's good.
Start over because I really didn't hear what you said about it.
Okay, it's a story. It's a story that was what's that noise? It was a story that was online on what's the name? That Netflix, and it was produced by some producers and writers from South Africa, and it's called Polygamy. When I tell you that show had everybody hooked back by like the first episode. So it start off with the husband about to leave his wife for his new girlfriend he's been sleeping with, but then his wife is like, "You're not gonna leave me. You gonna stay with me." And he was like, it's over." He brought her the divorce papers and everything, but the wife came over and burned down his house. He was in the house before. He was drunk off or whatever. She burned down the house. So they just go on vacation together. And I guess living it up. So now they have supposed to be together. But by her burning down the house, she got arrested. And the kid was like, "You better get our mother out because she wasn't even doing nothing like this. If she was like, if you weren't cheating on her." So he agrees to get the mother out. But then he gets the mother out, right? But then he's trying to get her to get signed the divorce papers. She said, "Look, I know you want your little divorce. And I'm gonna do the divorce. You have to go to our wedding ceremony for like our marriage, like like a what do you call it, anniversary dinner." So
Mm-hmm.
she had this big dinner that she had been planning, and that would have just made it everybody would have known what would happen. So he said, "Okay, for last time, so I'm gonna play like I'm your husband at this little dinner." But the side chick show up, so she came to embarrass her, like, "Oh, enjoy your husband for your last couple of minutes.
Ooh,
He coming home to me. He coming home to me,
mm.
girl." So as she's in that little event, she start going up to the husband. The side chick starts telling him, "When are we getting out of here? Because I'm tired of being here, and you need to just get rid of her already. Make her sign the paper so we don't have to stay to this godforsaken little ceremony." And just in the blink of an eye, he was like, "You know what? I don't really like dealing with women that talk back too much. You been talking back too much to the side chick." And side chick was like, "Because you told me you would just come up here to humiliate her, and now I'm feeling like I'm being humiliated." Girl, he was like, "Go home. I'm not leaving my wife." And he was like, "I'm back on my wife." The side chick is like pissed. She's like going off. She's like,
That's what the
"What the
fuck she
hell?"
get, because that was so ignorant. Like, why are you here?
Yeah. So she's like pissed, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you just not gonna leave. You're not gonna leave her. You're not gonna leave her like he said he's gonna leave her." So then he was
No,
still working.
dickhead.
Yeah, so he was still working at his job. So now she started coming up to his job, trying to get into the meeting rooms like she used to. And they was telling
Oh
her,
my
"Oh, you
god,
can't go
look
to
at
this."
my bread, y'all. He put the chicken on top of the fucking bread.
Ew.
He needs to be fired.
Yeah, you gotta stack it better. The coals and freeze and meat go together. And the breads and eggs and stuff to go together. But you put the eggs on top of the bread, you don't want to be crushed. But yeah, he that man was a mess. So the girl started getting sneaky because she didn't want to come back home to her because she was like coming up to his job, sucking him off, trying to beg him to come home. And finally, the wife
The
thought
wife
it was
was
over
begging
with
him to
him.
come home? Or the side
Yeah,
chick?
because that chick was begging him to be back with her, but he kept telling her no. And she was like, "I know you're weak to me." So she kept like sleeping with him. So finally, the wife was like, "I want to get my tubes tied because he thought she was pregnant." And she was like, "I don't know if I want to have another baby because the reason why he started cheating on me is because I was pregnant. And he wanted to get, he was like a sex addict or whatever." So she up in the hospital trying to get her little tube tied. And they said, "Oh, the Gomorrah said all the women in his today getting all this work." She said, "I'm the only Gomorrah." They said, "No, Miss Gomorrah has another woman over there, and she's having twins." Girl, was the
Oh,
side chick pregnant with twins? The first Gomorrah girl,
baby.
she went in that room. Girl, she passed out. She said, "Oh Lord, I'm glad I got rid of this woman. This woman is up to Annie and had a baby." And at this point, everybody's gonna eventually find out he has kids with another woman. To save face, that's when she was like, "This woman's never gonna leave." So she went to the girl's house. The girl started beating up the main wife. She was not gonna leave. So
Mm, the
the main
nerve.
wife I know the main wife was like, "She's never gonna go nowhere. I just was just let's just die but fix this by you just marry her and she can be my second wife." Okay, the husband at this point, he happy. He's like, "Okay, cool, 'cause this is their tradition." They so I think they like Zulu or something. So he brings the girl, he comes over her house, he pulls a ring out for her. It was like, "We should get married." And she was like, "Yes, when are you getting rid of your wife?" He said, "Oh no, she's not going nowhere. You want to be my second wife." She said, "Second? I don't want to be no second wife. I thought you were getting rid of your wife." He said, "No. Why would I do that? This is how it will work out. And since we have these babies, we gonna make the babies feel legitimate because my wife and I will be respectful to your role in my life." Girl, she flipped out. She flipped out. "I don't want to be the second wife. I don't want to be second." But she had her place. So
What, she ain't have shit? Like her own
I
place
mean,
and
what
stuff?
she did, she could have left, but like he's the one that made he was the one with the money, and they were trying to win him.
Mm.
Girl, it got worse from there because like the women was like fighting over the like his attention when he can get like they want his attention and everything. But it just kept getting worse because like one of the friends of the first wife, he would run to her and cry to her about everything that's going on. Like he's doing this, he's doing that. Why was that woman that was comforting her was the second wife actually? They kept it a secret from her because she knew the dude when he was in the ghetto. So the first wife was like, yeah. And then they had a daughter who used to come over their house all the time. And she was jealous of the first wife's daughter because she felt like the first wife had the better relationship with the father.
Mm-hmm.
So, girl, they got the fighting child. It was a whole mess.
The
And she
kid?
said, how many? Yeah, they was like, she was like, I get to my daddy. I had to lie all these years and pretend that he wasn't my daddy when he was my daddy. Cause the dude made his brother fake marry his second wife. So that the family can come over and see him. And they had their own place too, but
We feel like we
they
need
could
to watch
never.
this.
I told you it was good. These people was a hot damn mess, I'll tell you that much. I said, how are you gonna be with a woman and they have daughters that are pretty much exactly the same age, but they never knew because you had them keep the secret.
And
Yeah.
what is this on
Yeah,
Netflix?
it's on Netflix. It's called Polygamy. When I tell you I was in there gagging, I said, oh my God, how many women is this man sleeping with? Every time he get lonely, he finds a woman to be with. At the
And he
end
just
of it,
want
he
to
had
marry
four
all of them.
wives. Yeah, at the end of it, he had four wives. But they were all the wives were like tired of him. They just wanted him to just go away. Because he ruined their lives. The kids were jealous of each other because one child get to be on the TV and everybody knows her as his daughter, and then the other child cannot be acknowledged as his daughter because their family didn't want to be associated with the second wife because she's like from the ghetto or something. Girl, it was
Mm-hmm.
embarrassing. It was embarrassing. I'll tell you one thing. I said, that's how these men be. And then the woman was like, I want to get out this marriage. The first wife said, I'm going to leave. He told her, you ain't even never, you die. He said, I die before you get to leave me. And he meant that shit because he beat her up.
Mm.
And she was like, I cannot live like this. And the family was like, he told you to left in the beginning. I said, I don't think anybody knew what was going to happen in the beginning because he was hiding all that stuff. But that's a good show. I'll say that. Had me gagged the whole way through. I was like, this guy is awesome. His name is Jonas. And then the daughter and the son was wilding out because they was mad at their father. The daughter was trying to have sex with some boy in the house. They throwing parties and stuff. And that's another thing. He fell in love with one of the daughter's friends.
Mm.
Yeah, that's it. You gotta watch it. I told the boy to watch it, but he said 22 episodes. Oh no. But they're fast. They're like
Feeling
30
like a
minutes
half
apiece.
hour.
Yeah, it's like 27 minutes each episode. It's based off a book, they said, from South Africa.
I don't see my $102 credit. Maybe I read it wrong. That's why I'm glad I screenshot it.
Uh-huh. That's all I was like, I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, man, he needs to have his dick cut off.
Are all the episodes out at once?
They're all up because they have season one up.
Oh,
Everybody's
okay.
been talking about it. You know, Black Twitter is on it. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, y'all see this foolishness?"
Well, this is some foolishness.
Hmm. I like it. 'Cause I was like, I don't think I was gonna like it when I first watched it. As the story started turning out, I said, "Oh, this is a banger, better than Tyler Perry movies." Cause you know he always writing some crazy shit up like that.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I remember I watched the movie with Tyler Perry. They had dug the grandfather, and she said something, and she told the kids to get the man's body out the ground. Girl,
I don't even feel like cooking or something more.
gotta do it. Cause your food done wrong. I'm gonna touch it.
Well, thank God I have another I put in another order from Giant. Because my friend was like, why you ordering from two stores? Because I like different things from different stores.
Yeah. Oh, so you already planned this?
No, I didn't plan for my shit to be fucked up, but
You just had a backup plan,
thank God I have a backup. I'm gonna see
this
what I can
person goes.
salvage from over here. And he was supposed to get me 3 spinaches. I'm glad he only got that one, unless he didn't ignore the fucking directions.
Mm.
It be our own people, man. My daughter recommended that Netflix series. We can
She did
watch it if
too.
you want. Yeah. Hey,
Girl, it
Lexi.
was
You
good.
just missed all my groceries being scattered all over the floor.
Yeah, it was good. Telling you, it had me in my bag. I was like, I woke up this morning just hating on me.
You said
Like,
what?
this man. I woke up this morning hating on men.
Yeah,
Cause I was like,
you
I know
know,
so many like that dude Jonas. I know so many of them.
especially the Muslim with the wives.
Girl. The thing is for me is in that movie, it bothered me because one child is getting all this nice stuff. She doesn't even have an idea that her father has another wife. And the other child has to sit at the table watching it and don't get half of what that little girl gets. I think that's wrong. And it's
Yeah.
because he don't mess with her mother like that. He's treating her like she treats her mother. Kids don't understand that. And she was so jealous of her sister. She had tried to sabotage her sister's relationship with the boy that she was dating. Because she was so jealous. And I was like, if you weren't so busy running around screwing women, you would be trying to give your children a right, little dummy. Makes me mad.
What is this?
And then that girl was hanging out with one of her friends. The friends tried to get got with the father too. A girl I used to hang out with, yeah, one of the girls that the daughter used to play with got with her father behind her back.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, that's some treacherous stuff.
I gotta hear the snack going. Oh, my dad's no Chinese food. Look like he might have ate it. You know what? I'm gonna eat his food. No, I
Hey,
ain't gonna.
Shell.
Hey, Shelps. Shelps, the man from DoorDash. He just left my shit out in the rain, scattered all over the pavement. They said they was gonna give me a refund, but I don't see it. I don't
I'm
even
a
feel
good
like cook.
man.
I don't feel like cooking anymore.
Hey, Lexi Lane.
Next to Lane, honey.
The crew is in here.
Shit, I want to
I
watch
got
this.
me.
Oh, we gotta watch Carlos King.
Mm-hmm. Well, they said put it on your radar. If you don't watch it today, you can watch it another day.
Portia's supposed to be doing the interview with that girl, Z-Ray,
Portia
tomorrow.
put out a rap. Portia put out a rap just now. It was pretty whack, but
A
what she was
rap.
trying to say. Yeah, she had I think she went to go
Girl.
over there with Fat Joe and Jadakiss. And they gave her gave her a beat and helped her with a freestyle. Girl,
Portia
that thing
Williams.
sounds terrible. Yes, sounds terrible.
See, that's pretty privileged right there. Like only like somebody pretty or somebody with a fat ass that they want to fuck. Will they, even indulge shit like that? You know?
Jada couldn't be proud of that. He just a smiling. Yeah, go ahead, Portia. Let him know. I'm like, no, this is terrible.
Was he
It
bidding
was
off
terrible.
her, or like was they
He
like
was just
low key making fun of her, or
he was like giving her hype man.
encouraging the
And I ain't like,
bullshit?
yeah, so I was like, it still don't change anything. I don't care how many good beats you give you, how many lyrics or dingers you give her. She just doesn't know how to like say it. It sounds terrible.
I'm gonna make me a little snack.
I guess they're supposed to air it on the BET Awards. I said, please don't do that.
Oh
That
my
sounds
god.
terrible. Don't bring Portia out there and do that rap. That rap was terrible.
I just wanted to say how I think K Michelle is really fucking crazy. Like when she asked the doctor, I hope this don't fall. When she asked the doctor about getting more surgery, she said a list. Now I wasn't paying attention at the time, or this dawned on me at the time. Was she talking about her ass or her titties?
I think she was
Um,
talking about her. I think she was talking about her titties. She
you
said she
never
wanted
know.
some implants. Or was she talking about her ass? I just know he told her no, and he was like,
But
"Leave it
that's probably
alone."
why she has an infection. She's probably been going behind the real doctors and getting little surgeries here and there. The ones, a real doctor who cares will
Hmm.
tell you no. But one that doesn't just want the money, they'll do it. So I'm
The
wondering
vet
if that's how she got her infection, going and getting these surgeries after she was advised not to.
Yes, and sometimes those infections are super infections where you have to keep going up with courses and courses of antibiotics. And the fact that she said she did 15 surgeries, my guess she's been on antibiotics for a minute. Because I don't think that stuff is healed. Because I was literally showed you that video of the woman who said she had got a flesh eating bacteria on her body, and she had to go to like over 3 years of like like intense antibiotics. And she said ringing in her ears. 'Cause you know those antibiotics, they have like side effects if you like use the strong ones. And I just got this vibe, and she's using that strong shit, and I don't think it's cleaning that stuff out because her butt bust on set.
Yeah, like that's not normal. Like that's not something like, oh, that's a complication. Like I don't know. Does it show you like her mindset?
Yeah, and the fact that she was like, "Can I put something?" No, you might have to have a leaning, bumpy booty that does not look like what you want it to look like. But at least you're living. I don't think
Wait,
she should
you
do
said
any
what?
more work. At least you're living. You're living. That stuff is dangerous. They
She
did
doesn't
offer her
care.
some type of fat or something, but I was like, girl, don't do none of that. Get that mess out of you. Don't you go under the knife no more. Leave it alone. I don't know why you're not an ugly girl. I see if she looked like Quasimodo. She's not ugly.
She changed her whole face though. Her whole face.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I see if she looked. It's some people when they get work, this surgery done, I be like, oh, okay, I get it. Why she wanted it, and I see that it does. And it was a great upgrade. Like Kylie Jenner. I'm sorry, Kylie. They did work on her.
Poor
Kylie looks
Kylie.
very. But she didn't always. She had the smaller lips. She did not have that Kardashian little body. So when she came back with the lips and the eyebrow arch, and then she had her nose pinched in, and then she had her boobies in her ass, I said, okay, she got some good work done. I don't think Kay ever really needed all that stuff, but I feel like Kay will not stop. She keep messing with her nose.
Mm-hmm.
I actually not wrong with her nose, but okay, I get it. Some people like that's fine. She's putting these fillers in. I don't know why, because she has a very like her face. I don't know. I just never looked at her and was like, "Oh, girl, she's so." I just didn't
Right.
get that.
I never looked at her or even
Even before she got all that work, I was just like, "Oh, it's a pretty brown skin girl." The way she's moving is like she's gonna be unrecognizable.
yeah,
She
she
reminds me
just
of that.
got
She's gonna be. She reminds me of Little Kim. It was one point everyone was like, "Oh, the stuff comes getting done. It's cute." Now when you see Little Kim, I don't know who that is.
exactly.
I don't. I would never make fun of it because I know what she was trying to do. But Kim don't look nothing like the Kim I grew up on.
And sometimes when Kay is when she's looking in the camera or looking at people, she gets this like look in her eye, like she's not all the way there inside.
Yeah, she's always worried. You can see she's worried about how it's going to appear when she. This is why I don't think she wants to do these like in person arguments. She don't want to look a certain way,
She already looked
and I
very
don't
good.
think she's ready for. And the way some of these girls are like attacking each other's physicality, it makes her a little bit more reserved to say something. I mean, Rue just got her BBL Portia special.
Uh-huh.
Because
I
to
think
me, she
you
looks
told
more
me
like Portia
something.
now.
Yes, it does.
All of them look like it's variations, but everyone's gotten the baddie aesthetic. Even what's her name? What's the child's name? Who's a church lady? Phaedra. Phaedra walks around with the lace fronts on. All she do is be like, Dixie Jesus. But she looks like Portia to me. Like well not it's a variation of Portia.
Yeah, she's trying to look like Portia.
Yeah. But they all are going for that like long lace front. And I don't know what it is about Portia's lace fronts. They just be laid right and everybody else's be kind of
That's why
um
I say Shamia be fucking hating because I ain't never seen Portia look crazy. Not once. Even when they dressed up in like Halloween stuff.
yeah, they all look. Portia's been
And
on
ever
point
since
with
they
how she
got them going
looks.
in hair, Cynthia and who else? Drew. I think Drew
And
got
I'm
back on
finding
donation hair.
out people are saying their stuff is 100% human, and I'm finding out it's still fake.
Portia hair.
That's some her. No, I'm saying people who are selling fake 100 bundle percent hair, some of those bundles are still fake.
Well,
I
I
feel
told
like
you.
hers is more. Yeah, you okay? Yeah, you did some of that. So I mean, I think her hair looks more authentic. Cause I'm sorry, them girls down in Memphis, what's the show? Bill Collective. They always talking about they wearing 100% human, and to me, that hair looks synthetic.
First of all, the way these broads are going through hair, hold on. It ain't that much hair in the world for all these bitches that have virgin hair. It's just
Yeah.
not that many people in the world to be donating hair that fast for everybody to be having what they claim they have.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. I don't
It's
care
not
where
making
I'm
sense.
at.
I don't know how you
So,
calculate it up or how they pull together the numbers. The girl, the girls from Mississippi, the Jackson, Mississippi girls, Bell's Collectives, that ain't no real hair. I looked at a lot of their little lace fronts. The girl, Latrice, I don't know her name. She's supposed to be saying have her little hair line down there, but lace fronts and them joints look tacky.
I'm gonna
They
barbecue
don't look
tomorrow.
good. They look tacky, and I'm like, I will not be fooled. I know when I see a fake lace front. That's what she got in trouble with the first season because Marie Monroe called her out and told her her lace fronts was not real hair, and they got into a big fight. But I'm sorry, it just doesn't look like what I see. It looked like an AliExpress wig.
Yeah. I ordered some hair from AliExpress and I used to do like reviews to see if the hair was real because I had like three tests. One of them was to burn the hair. Plastic melts different than hair. If you burn hair, it should turn to ash. And rub it, you would melt it. It would be plasticky, like balls. Like you know, like when we used to
Hmm.
get your hair braided with the dollar hair,
Yeah,
and when you tip through the ends, how it melts together. That's
yeah.
plastic. So then the other test was turn the I'm gonna try to find a video. I did put it on YouTube actually. Put the flat irons up to the highest thing, which is like 500 degrees, and I ran it through, and I had the phone zoomed all the way in, and you can see the plastic parts melting. That's
Mm,
why when you get that kind of hair, it won't curl back or the curls won't stay. Especially like when
mm,
you have synthetic hair, you're not supposed to use real hot heat. And
mm,
the third test was, I forget what the third test was, but I had zoomed all the way in on the hair, and you can literally see like these fibers. It looked like zebra, a zebra stripe. Like I don't know what kind of, I don't know if it's from an animal. I don't know if they made it. No, it wasn't human hair. It was not.
mm. Yeah. That's what everybody. I give portions. Whatever's on her head always makes me say, "Oh, that's a nice lace front." It's a lot of people who put lace fronts, and I don't like them. I don't like them.
First of all, my God, rest his soul, my hairdresser, Kenny, the only person I let do my hair later in life. But I used to have a lot of bitches hating, trying to cut my hair. And people just don't know how to do hair. But Kenny, damn, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
You were saying that your last hairdresser
Right before that,
and
what was he saying?
about we were talking about like hair, and you were saying that you God bless your old
Oh,
hairdresser because he.
he was saying lace fronts are really for like performances and not meant to stay on your head. Like live in them. Like they were for because he used to do drag and it was
Mm,
for that. It's not meant to like live on your head. Like the glue and stuff is not. And then these girls be putting makeup on there and stuff. Like the fastest way to grow your hair and stuff is to wash it and moisturize it. Like literally, water is moisture
mm-hmm.
too. And y'all, sometimes I'll be seeing takedowns where girls had their stuff in for months, and when the ladies combing their hair out, it's all this debris on their shoulders. It's just gross. I know it smells.
Um, I have to say,
Same
remember I
thing.
said I wanted to see Jay-Z with this low cut Caesar. When I said
Oh
that,
yeah, I'm about to go get
I
my
changed
computer.
my mind. I changed my mind. I like his little hair now. I like it because they had
Y'all be
showed how he
hating.
took out the locks and he
And did
got
you
his
hear
little.
why? Did you hear why he said he put it in to begin with?
I don't know if that's true, but I'll let him slide because I was like, always doing the stories just a little fantabulous. Like Blue didn't
No, because
actually grow your hair out.
y'all was bullying Beyonce over Blue's hair. Y'all need to comb my hair. You need to comb my hair. You need to comb my hair. That's why y'all babies is bald headed now for putting them ballies in there, stretching it, putting on their
Hmm.
tension in their hair. Blue got more hair than you, your mother, your sisters.
Hell, Jay Z got more hair than me. It's here down his back, child.
So he said he started wearing the fro. He started wearing the
Hmm.
fro. So Blue could be more comfortable with her hair. And then I guess we just turn in the locks. We'll watch that too. Hold on, just let me finish this
Uh
because I haven't
oh.
eaten anything all day.
Uh
I was waiting
oh.
for my barbecue. What?
It's cool. I'm just gonna read. Butterfly Yo said that's not all his hair though. That's his
Okay.
hair, girl. They just
You just
distangled it.
gotta
It
say
took a minute.
okay. Okay.
We got the Illuminati coming through with Butterfly, girl. The baby hair that touches the air, I don't like that either. Me and my daughter be having fights about
Hallelujah.
that.
Hallelujah. Baby hair is like this. It's not this. You can't make baby hair. This is grown up hair. Baby hair is the little fine hairs right here.
Mm-hmm. People
Not
been
you
taking
cutting
offense.
hair and like, come on, stop with that shit, man.
Yeah, that's too far. It's too far.
And for the record, since black people like policing people's hair now, like I seen like we seen white girls with braids. Oh, you can't wear that. You can't do that. Ah, we can't have nothing on ourselves. Them girls want to walk around. Get out of here. Those girls want to walk around with braids looking stupid. Let them. It's when they start
Hmm.
taking credit for the shit. But anyway,
No, I was
I'm
just
going
saying.
to police
First off,
people's hair. J Lo was
I
the
was
first
a.
person that said baby hair when she was doing her fashion show. I forget which show it was on MTV back in the day. She was like, "No, baby hair, baby hair." I think her line was called "Sweet Face."
You talking about J Lo when she made the girls get the baby hairs on her online? Because I remember her saying that,
Was at her
and she was
fashion
like,
show.
"Yeah," she was like, no," because they had the hoops on. She said, "No, where the toothbrush at? We got to get the baby hairs out." And I
So
said, "No, she
the Puerto
didn't."
Rican girls started that shit. Okay, That's why you niggas don't know how to do it right.
You take it too far. We got a whole swoop. Like goodness, it's supposed to be a little small little piece of hair coming down. No, but I was hating on that fro, but I actually I was like, I like
Why would
his
you hate
hair
on his
out.
fro? What was you saying about his fro? Why?
I just don't. Be honest with you, men with hair, especially when I prefer a low cut Caesar. That's just my when it comes to Jay, I like his hair to be smooth cut and him in the suits and he's popping his shit. He came out there looking like he just got out of jail. So that's the first thing I saw, and I saw that fro. I said, "What is this, honey?"
Date
But
property.
I yeah, it just was giving jail out of jail thing. But like when they showed him getting his hair done, I said, "Oh, I can see the vision. It's nice."
That's a shame how you niggas won't let people just be themselves. Like, really. Like, why can't he wear his hair how you want to wear it?
I mean, that's what I felt. I was just like, "What is this? Why is Jay Z acting like he got?" I don't know. It was just a whole different vibe. I was like, "Mm." But now I see
And,
where they're going with it.
and
It's got a pass. It's cute.
if you want to take it a step further, the low cut seasons with the deep waves is really the black man pressure to assimilate to white culture. Like in corporate America, or even when I went to Catholic school, you had to have your hair cut a certain way to look like more like white people. Um, that's where that even comes from. Our hair does not naturally do that. Like our hair in its natural form is how he had his hair. They want you to cut it and smooth it down and make it presentable so they feel more comfortable.
Hmm. But it still has I don't know. A man with a nice season and some waves, they'll always get me. And a beard, child. I'll be like, "What's your name is?" And that's just I told you I'm problematic. I need to get with somebody to be away from that stereotype.
Maybe you need to get somebody with an afro.
Girl, no, I don't do the afros or the dreadlocks all together. I mean the locks all together because those guys are dangerous too. I just say I like the way it looks on him now. I was like, okay, I like the little locks. I mean, I like the fro. I didn't like the
Wait, I
locks.
just talk about the Afro style gel. I still wear brown gel, but I want to slick back my hair. I still got brown gel. But the new
You,
gel, this new shit,
and
gray and gel and all that, neck,
mm,
that brown gel, if you do it right, if you know how to really apply it right,
mm-hmm. Get
it's
the
stay
job
good.
done.
You know who else says
I
she still
just,
uses brown gel? Christy.
who's Chrissy?
Jim Jones, Christy.
Oh yeah, she got this type of hair though. She has very thick, beautiful hair.
I don't believe this man had my spinach on the sidewalk like this. Look at this.
It wasn't even in the bag, the grocery bag when they weigh it.
And this was a bad batch to begin with. It's old, it's got sand on it.
This time this one dude brought me spoiled pears. I asked for fourth pears, and he got the
No,
most
no bag,
rottenest
so
pear.
it was not even in the bag, and it was in the bag with raw meat.
Mm-mm. Hell no.
Alright, let me go get the computer. I was going barbecue tonight, but they was really stressing me out with the first guy had placed two orders. Um, the first guy was stressing me out because he was substituting things that I asked for a refund. So I'm texting with DoorDash
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yo, he's not listening to me." So they wound up issuing me $38 of credits while he was shopping, and then the other guy he kept texting me, but he was just asking, "Is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay?" Which I appreciate that, so I wasn't as irritated. But sir, you can just follow the fucking directions. But I get it. Um, and then he came here with this shit, and that just totally threw me off. I don't want to. I was gonna set up shop on the patio, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna barbecue tomorrow, and plus we had a thunderstorm, and it was a thunderstorm warning. They had to stop the
Mm-hmm.
FIFA games. They couldn't even play the FIFA games.
With
It
the
was
snow,
in,
the rain now?
yeah, it was a when we get thunderstorms now. It's a whole bunch of wind and
Oh yeah,
flooding and
yeah, I got
stuff.
you. I thought you said because the rain, it was thundering. Okay, that's different.
Thunder and the lightning. Well, they said the
Yeah, you
lightning
can't
is
do
the reason
that.
why they can't play. But
Yep.
we got an Airbnb across the street and down the street. I seen the Iraqi flag, well, it looked like Iranian flag across the street with
Hmm.
go off.
I saw a Lebanese flag and I saw a Mexico flag. Those are the ones I've seen so far. Just driving around my neighborhood.
I washed my hair last night. That's what I was doing last night when we was online. I was doing my little spa day shit. And now all of a sudden my hair is itching. But it might be because I just put it in a bun on top of my head while it was wet. So I'm thinking like this got something to do with fungus, like what you had to use those medicated shampoos for. But this don't make no
Mm-hmm.
sense. I've literally just washed it. It's not dandruff. It's
Hmm.
just I'm gonna ask my doctor for yeast infection pill. What is it called? Whatever it's called.
What's the Fucasonic? What's that Fucasonic called?
Yeah, I wonder if they give me that. Will that take away this issues I'm having with my scalp? Speaking of that,
Uh,
let me show you this. Speaking of yeast
what's the
infection, um, hold that thought. So a girl on Threads asked. She said, "My husband lips went from this to this in 2 months." So one of the people says, "That's candida, which is yeast infection. That's candida. I don't know if I'm saying it right, on his lips, and he got it from eating you up down there. Both of y'all need to go see a doctor and get you them topical creams." Someone says you're possibly right. Looks like it. They call it candida albicans, and it's a vicious cycle. You lick your lips because of the yeast, and it dries it out even more. So who knew? So if you see a man with that type of lip, uh, I was telling my baby father a long time ago, like, just because you wear a condom doesn't mean shit. Wearing condoms, it can prevent AIDS
mm,
and other sexually transmitted disease, but things like herpes, genital warts, things you can get through skin, and like you said, he got this from going down. He got a yeast infection from somebody with a yeast infection on his lips and pregnancy. It says in the chat. This is crazy, and it looked like he might need some water and some chapstick, but the discoloration, that's crazy. But they used to argue me down like I don't know what I'm talking about. Hmm. That was perfect. All right. Get the laptop. Then I'm gonna put the food. Come back and put the food away. Hey, dirty, baby, I got your money. Damn, I ain't get no snacks. No snacks. All right, where is my bag? We'll come back down here. Put the food away. So we're gonna watch Carlos King. I don't know what happened to Amy. What happened to my bag? Damn, I ain't even checked. I said, hey, baby, I got you. I said, hey, hey. Baby, I want your money. Don't you worry. I wanted to detail my dad's car for Father's Day, and tomorrow's his birthday, actually. But I want to do a good detail on his car. His car is dirty. It's too nice to be looking like that. And he got too much money to be driving around. I mean, it ain't it's bad like that, but Amy. Oh, sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry. I got pushed out because I dropped my link.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be burping in 5 minutes.
I didn't like Atlanta last night. I thought it was too much dog pounding on Shamia, and I don't like Shamia, but daggone, everybody made her the storyline that episode.
Well, what the? Well, tell me what? Who said anything to Shamia?
I just felt like it was a dog pile at the end when Angela brought up that Shamia and her didn't get along because Shamia went around telling everybody that her husband was like running the streets, and she was like, and then she said, "Then you told everybody that I was sleeping with all the hawks." And then what's it called jumped in and was like, thank God, basically saying something about like something was like basically saying praise the Lord or something, basically saying she sided with her. And she was like, when I do that, I get called the lap dog, but Drew does it and it's all okay. Now that to be honest with you, nobody likes you to me, but I just don't like watching dog piles. Cause like it does come
First of
down to
all,
like you did create this for yourself.
first of all, Shamia, you have nobody to thank but yourself. You are on an island alone. Number one, because everybody has finally figured out that yes, you are the drama. You thought it was cute at first, and now it's not. Everybody's on to you. Number one. Number two, you were the one that you come in everywhere with this stank, negative ass fucking energy. That's Shamia doing it. Like the way she even
Hmm.
talks to Angela, the way she even talks about Angela is crazy to me. And you are the newbie here. You don't know how this shit works for real, for real. You still don't. And it's sad to see that you're not catching on. Like, this is a show at the end of the day. And
Hmm.
the stuff you're doing behind people's backs and the stuff that you're saying is evidently is going too far with people. It's just a show at the end of the day. You're doing too much
Hmm.
and it's catching up with you. You're the one with the stank energy. Angela don't mess with nobody. She really doesn't mess with people until it's like you want it if you can get it. I mean, you can get it if you
Yeah.
want it.
The thing
But
about Angela
Samira
is I didn't
brings
see
that
any.
nasty fucking energy like all the
Hmm.
time. She just does. And now
Hmm.
it made me want to jump through the TV when she was like, "Oh, I guess nobody. I get it. You guys don't want me to be on your team." Bitch, you didn't want to be on a team. You was trying to start your own little faction. You're the one that started with the alliance stuff.
Hmm.
Only why would you
Hmm.
think that you need an alliance? Because you on some bullshit. You plan on splitting up the group. Like that's all
Hmm.
you. You bought that, as the kids say. You bought that.
I said that I'm just not a person that likes to watch people bully up on people, and if the person's able to handle it, when it's like
Ain't
a
nobody
dog
bully
pile,
her. Ain't nobody bully her.
well, I'm saying like Angela came from one end, which was understandable, but I always felt like with the situation, I'm like Angela,
And who
listen,
else came in? Remind me. Who else jumped in it?
um, Drew.
Oh,
And then Drew was like, I did call you the damn torture. Was like, whose lap is she sitting on? Please get out my lap. I was like, oh, I was like, this is worse. This is getting worse. And then Drew was like, not Drew, but Pinky was like, are you okay with her, Kay? Because I know you had some issues. I was just like, oh, it's about to be a whole roundabout. But Kay stopped it because I think she realized that Shamia wasn't taking well with the fact that like Shamia, what's that? Drew and Angela were both going at her, but I felt like in that case, what was brought up at that time, I wish she would have done somewhere else because I felt like she was at her mom's event. Like, girl, who cares about Shamia? To me, it's an afterthought. But I guess if you're gonna bring it up, bring it up. But I feel like Drew sometimes she wants to have a scene so bad she jumped in it. I was just like,
But
but
Shamia
what?
talked to Drew like she ain't shit. Like Shamia
Yeah, so
talked
I
to
said I
Drew.
could say something, but Shamir, like you kind of brought this on yourself. I'm just one
She,
of those
the
people
way
like
she
it's a time and
talks
a
to
place.
people is really
Yeah,
unacceptable. And for real, if Shamia, if we was outside,
she got her
um,
book.
she would have got her ass beat a couple of times the way she was talking about people. For real.
Yeah,
Like,
I get it. I just was one of those people were like, damn, so we just not gonna wait. I feel like even if my criticism of
you always
dogpiling
call
her,
sorry for the wrong people. But go ahead.
even with my criticism of her being dogpiled, I was just like, well, it kind of is gonna turn out like this because everybody's gonna take the opportunity when they get it. But for me, I feel like at one point you saw them as easy targets, Shamir. So I don't know. I can't remember every time when she went at them was they being dogpiled on because it seems like they were coming from that end and they was not letting up. But
Dude,
it's like,
they're tired of her. All the insults, all of the slick talk. Like this whole thing she's making. Oh my gosh, she's talking about my marriage. Bitch, you literally fucking started it. And don't and miss me with the oh well she can do it, but so can I. First of all, that's not how life works. And like how I always say, like, well, you ain't Nene or you ain't Portia. Bitch, you're not the
yeah.
people. Like you're mad that Angela forgave Portia and not you. Did you apologize to Angela? Do you mean
No,
it? No, 'cause you keep
she
coming.
tried to come up after the fact and apologize, and Angela saw it for what it was. Oh, so now you
Exactly.
don't want
And
to
you
beef with
keep
me because
saying the
Portia don't do
same
me.
hateful type of shit about her fucking marriage. So why would she fuck with you? Intention matters. How we was
Hmm.
talking about Carmelo Anthony, intention matters. You do not have good intentions. You,
Yeah,
Shamia,
yeah.
is, to me, on the inside, is a wicked person. Let's just even just for a second, just I don't even want to talk about it, but I observed the way that she talks about her children. She didn't say any. Well, she did say, "Oh, it's too hard. Oh my god," but she doesn't. I feel like she doesn't like her children. Like she wants that award of Mother of the Year. It's almost like Munchausen by proxy. Like she wants the attention from having disabled children, but she
Shit,
doesn't really
on
give
the
a
day
fuck.
to
Like,
day, it's too hard to deal with. Like
but she
she
don't
said, we
even
don't
deal
like
with
being in the
it.
house. Yeah, I was like, so day to day, she's usually. It seems like she's able to. She has a whole lot of help.
A
Whereas
whole lot
most
of
people,
help.
whereas other people will probably be just stuck with that child. They can't do nothing about it.
And not saying, oh, Shamia need to be in the house, like, barefoot and pregnant. But, bitch, your children need to know that you love them. They need huggies and kisses and all that kind of shit. Like, what you want to be
Hmm.
fucking twerking, you talking about you ain't into girls, but you always straddling some fucking body, walking around half naked in front of a bunch of girls. Like, pick a
Hmm.
side. Pick a side. You contradicting yourself now. I don't want to hear it.
Hmm.
I don't have no sympathy at all for Shamia. And I
a
don't
lot,
know.
a
I
lot of
don't
people was
know
on your side
specifically
today.
what did it for me, but I don't feel sorry for her at all.
Well,
Because
last week when her and Kay were driving off singing the national anthem, I personally feel like this is how you wind up with what happened this week. Because you can't then say, no one likes me when you literally were taunting and singing the national anthem every drive away from an event where Drew was at.
and
That's
you
the part that I,
recorded it with the intent to do that.
yeah, that's what I was like. At times I know, like, she got mean girl
And then
energy,
not only that,
but then she
it's more
switches it
to
up
it.
when
Her
it's on
stuff is
her.
so layered because you did that with the intent to try to embarrass her. Why? Because you think you're a much better singer, which means you thought you should have been singing it and not Drew.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was like I had to remember because I was like, "Why are you jumping in?" I was like, "Oh, she probably mad about that situation when she was making fun of her singing."
Yeah, she
It's,
keeps coming in fucking neck.
I was like, "You can't really stop somebody then 'cause it's like they all cutting for blood." But then you're like, "Why are y'all
And
attacking
then
me?" I
like
was like, "Girl,
Shamia can't
stop."
see the writing on the wall, like with housewives. Like you, like I said, you're finding yourself on the island. K Michelle, the shit you said, whatever happened went down between you and when she said she don't want to hear nothing else about the Candy Coated Click, that's no longer an ally of yours, Shamia. So you don't have that. So now who do you have? Kelly. And if
Mm.
you notice, Kelly's trying to move into another house. She's sick of you already. already.
Oh
She trying to get.
yeah,
You
I
rather
just
pay
seen.
thousands of dollars that she don't have to get the fuck from out your house. You probably just come over when you feel like it. Um, you probably doing all that type of shit. Oh, Drew, come with me here. Come with, not Drew. Kelly, come here with me. Come. Like you have to be her lapdog. Like
It's a
she
big
said,
thing. It's just
she
a big
had to be.
thing.
She had to be Portia's lapdog, so she's expecting that from um
Yeah.
Kelly
That
because
shocked me when she
Portia.
wanted to move out that house. I said, "Oh, things ain't must be going well. She ready to get about there right now."
Let me say
That
it's crazy because the first episode she was on, I was excited for her and ready, but she still fell flat. She's corny, condescending, and seems very fake, very fake. All of that. Hey, pumpkin. I hate when bitches do that. That tells me they are the fakest people. As soon as you turn around, they're gonna be talking about you.
mm-hmm.
Let me catch up on these comments.
I
I
was
know
say I
Kelly
couldn't.
mama told her to get the fuck up out, get up
I
out of
ain't
Kenya's
having that
house.
scene. I'd rather you help me on the the low low and no one ever knew. To have the
Preach.
scene itself was a bad idea. And I know Shamia wanted her to do that scene.
What scene?
Her moving her in her house. I would have never agreed to that.
Right. Like she I mean she Kelly, she don't give a fuck about you. She wants to
Don't do that. Don't do that to me. If you gonna do something nice to me, don't let everybody know. It's like a maturity case.
like Caribbean girl says she tried it with Drew, like everyone does with Drew. And now that she's on the out, she feels bad. I don't care. Yeah, fuck her. I didn't
Mm-mm.
feel bad for her crying at the end. I was like, yeah, like you now you want somebody to feel sorry for you. And like I said when we was watching it, this is probably and I know this Portia was like, oh, well, I'm gonna go and tell Angela that's enough or whatever. She's used to pulling those little fake tears and having Portia feel sorry for her, and that's when they make up. After she done been around the world and and been talked all this shit about Portia. Now you need me, bitch. Now
Mm.
my friends on my show that I told you not to come on because I know how this shit works. Now it's too much for you. Now you want to cry. Now you need my fucking help. No, bitch.
She should never
Portia,
come on this show.
Portia a
Portia was
way
clear
better
with
person than
her.
I am.
Portia was
I
clear
bet
with her. She said, "I
she
don't want
better
you on the
not make up
show."
with Shamia. Well, she said she wasn't making up with Shamia, and I hope she stands on that. And
No,
a lot
because
of
they
people
brought the
think we
mamas
pick on
into it.
Shamia, and that's only because they don't see what we see. They think we're
Mm.
just picking on her because she's dark skinned. They're not
No,
seeing Shamia, the real Shamia.
man plays games. And when she's had the opportunity to stabbing someone in the back, she don't do it.
Yeah.
It's just as
Y'all
not
watch
going in her
me.
favors lately.
I only saw a couple minutes of it because I had all this shit going on. Was it good?
Don't come out.
Gabor's review.
Oh, he always start cracking everybody up. He got on Angela's daughter in entitled.
After watching the video, I
And
believe
then he said
the
that Portia was
pro
a
extension was
bad daughter because she putting the mother out the house to sell it.
there. Portia,
I
let
didn't.
that house go, sis. Get the money and go.
No, the mother was living in her house. Remember the one she
No,
bought in
I'm talking about let
Cordell?
Simon's house go. You can't afford it. It's like what, 30,000 a month? That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but she said some deal, something going up, and how much equity she can get. I don't know, but all I know is her mom has to move out of that house because that house just got sold.
That's a
Yeah.
mistake. She should keep the house if she owned it outright. She should keep it because you're not gonna be able to keep Simon's house.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Portia. When she gets out of it, she's gonna always keep going for a higher or better situation once she gets out of a situation. Because like everybody when she first left Cordell was like, girl, just get yourself a nice condo. You're by yourself. You're a single woman. You're in your early 30s. Don't spend too much. She would not stop until she got that mansion down the street
Hmm.
from what she got down the street from Nene. And then she got the mansion. She got with what's his name? Dennis. Dennis had his own mansion too, but she made convince him to move into her place. But you know what happened because he cheated on her when she was pregnant. So when she got with that other one, Scott, what's this dude, Salmon? She saw how
Mm.
big his place was. That was when she was willing to do the whole cohabitating with us living together, and she moved to his place. And she said she had to trust more. I'm realizing now she just saw a better situation. Because she did not want to have. She said Dennis moving with her, but she would not move in with Dennis. But Simon, she moved right away in that house. Now I have to call it out for what it is. She saw my dollar signs. But I don't think right now, since he's not paying her anything, I don't think she can afford that on her own. But she's gonna try to make it work.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what
I think it will work if she has somebody to pay for it, but I doubt her and these people who she's supposedly dating are in a serious relationship with her. I don't
Who
see it.
economy is bad? Who has $30,000 to just be paying for Portia's rent?
Portia,
And any
Portia's not
man
gonna be
she
able to
got with
handle.
that's worth his salt, he's not going to want to live in Simon's fucking house.
That is the weirdest part about it all. I thought she just wanted to win the house and sell it, but she's like living in the house. Like, dude,
Okay.
that's what you made a family with Simon. Y'all were like showing off your Bentleys and stuff. What the hell's going on here? She has the dude Michael in there hugging and kissing on her. She had a dinner with her and Sway. I said, girl, this is just bad juju.
Okay, in the comments. Let's see. Um, I know Kelly mama told her to get up out of Shamia house.
Of course.
Nothing is free. Kelly will pay for that house one way or another. Hey, just like my daddy told me, ain't no such thing as free lunch.
I
Caribbean
feel
girl said
like
when they show, hmm.
she needs to get out of that house. When she said she was looking for another place, I said, thank God. I thought I was the only one thinking that.
Our Caribbean girl says when they showed the flashback, I said, damn. Now 2 weeks ago, and Kelly was trying to move. Damn.
I don't think I think they just did that for the cameras to make Portia make Shamia look like a good person. I don't think it was gonna ever go down like that. It's an investment property. Are you paying or no?
Probably not. Shamia
No.
is
So she
so
can't stay
fake.
there
I'm
long.
thinking
She
too
probably
much
gave her
for
a
her.
6 months lease and said, girl, you can't be going about 6 months. I can't help you.
Or she probably said, you gotta leave when we stop filming because I really don't give a fuck about you.
Oh,
Shamia is so fake and puts on so too much for me. Her mama and the wig of 10 pounds of makeup can go.
all I'm saying is she comes off really
Uh,
sweet, but I think
I
she got a
felt
saucy
nothing for
side with her.
Shamia. Crocodile tears.
I think to me, Shamia comes off real sweet, but how did her?
Oh
I feel like
God.
she no, she do, but I think she got a salty side to her because I just don't believe she would let that girl stay in their house for no money. It just don't make sense to me.
You really think Shamia gives you that Shamia seems sweet to you?
Well, she comes off sweet. I don't know because to me, something about her wanting to let that girl. She don't know her. You do not know that woman. You don't know her. You don't even know
Which
why she was
tells
asked to
you
leave.
she
Something
has an
else.
ulterior motive. Hello?
Yes. Yes. And
Well,
that's what
you
I'm saying.
don't know what you about to say. You don't know why. Who was asked to
I'm
leave?
trying to. Oh, I said I can't figure out what it is that she wants out of Kelly, but I don't think it's a good situation. And I feel like if they do fall out, ooh, girl, this gonna be so messy.
Portia
But I,
knew if she stayed quiet long enough, Shamia would would show the world who she truly is. Amen. 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 Shout out to Portia. Oh, I skipped a
mm-hmm.
couple. I'm dark too. LOL.
I just don't. Something
It's
about
nothing to
that
do with skin. Ah,
and that
bands.
waist and the
Caribbean
waist.
girl. Shit.
Whatever.
It says a band. Caribbean girl.
No, no. I think she got the fact that Shamia, that Kelly is already looking for a place. I was like, Kelly's ready to get about her face. They only been there like a week.
She says she's not banned. She's not in the band desk. So I think it's only for like a minute or two. Shamia. I mean Shamia. Caribbean girl.
Okay, good. Something tell me, homegirl ain't gonna be there that long. And she was like, let me get up out of here real quick. If something gives me, Shamia is one of those people to be like, girl, and she was in here and she's trying to tell me she wasn't going nowhere. I was like, oh no.
Says, why can't Miss Diane live in Simon's house? Maybe she is. Where is
Did,
Miss Diane living?
I don't know. Did Miss Diane have a house before Portia gave her her house? I think she did.
Yeah, but she probably let it go. Are you back,
Cause,
Caribbean girl?
'Cause remember when she was in the house taking all her stuff out them boxes and they were in the house? Wasn't that Miss Diane's house?
I hit it by accident. Not Shamia. Yes, we can see you.
You know those, hey Caribbean girl. Do you remember when they Cordell had boxed up her wedding dress and sent it back to her mom's house? Wasn't that her
Hmm.
mother's house back then?
Hmm.
Do she don't you don't think she had a house no more?
No,
Oh
I don't.
damn.
I don't know. I hope she kept it for times like this,
Yeah.
but she probably didn't because Fortune said she's gonna keep that house, like because she had to work for it, and yeah, it was that. It was some. It was symbolic of something.
Mm-hmm. And the checks were nice at Bravo.
All right, let me pull up. Y'all. Yes, remember Portia moved in with her mom after Cordell kicked her out. Her mom had a nice house.
Yeah. I remember when Cordell locked the kid. No, she was coming home, hanging out with Nene, and he changed the code of the door, the gate, and locked her out, and she couldn't get back in. Then he boxed all her stuff up and sent it to her mama's house.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, she was trying to get like some. They were trying to break. Well, she was trying to do a. They never had a prenup, but she was fighting for some like spousal support. And the way he did his legality, they were only married less than 2 years, and she didn't get anything. I just remember what he told Peter. He was like, "I always keep everything separate. She has bad credit," and he just was spilling all the tea, honey. He was like, her credit was bad. I would never mix them together. And I knew I was in a bad situation because her mama was in my house eating that pepperoni pizza on my bed. That was disrespectful, man. Just
He said Portia had
disrespectful.
bad credit.
Yeah. He said they never intertwined any of their businesses together. He said Portia had bad credit. And he purposely
Wow.
did that. And he had a lot of his stuff in what do you call it? Where you put your stuff in a like a trust and stuff so she couldn't get access to it. And he didn't have an income because his income he has like organizations and stuff. So she wasn't able to like get him to give her alimony. That's why Portia had left the whole situation alone. Because at first she tried to fight for alimony, but he did it. The fact that how he kicked her out the house was even more cruel because they were supposed to have that. She was supposed to be able to stay under that roof until the court case was over. He waited for her to leave and change the locks.
Mm.
When I say Bordell was like, oh, he was really, really, he made sure she didn't stay there. That's why they hurried up and settled after that because she would have been in court fighting forever. And most likely she would have lost. And the way he kicked her out that house was really like, it was messed up. He's like one of them dudes that call TMZ before you about to put you out. He's like the worst type of guy. But it taught her a very long lesson because Simon didn't get to do that to her. She made sure that was never going to happen.
All right, so here goes the Carlos thing. Let's see what they have to say. So tomorrow actually would be a good day for me to barbecue. We can watch Portia on Z-Way. Although I think it's going to be silly, I don't think it's going to be like how Shamia and Carlos was. Because Z-Way is a comedian. And I saw like a little clip and Portia was asking, she asked her to recite the First Amendment. And she couldn't, and so she started making up all these excuses, but it was silly.
Oh, so it won't be one of them serious like Gimme at all. I don't think Portia's gonna talk about Shamia. It helps Shamia to talk about Portia, not the other way
Right,
around.
right.
Shamina should, if that was the case, she'd have been responded to that whack interview.
Why do you
So
think she lost her house to foreclosure? To Patterson. Thank God she had never had a baby from him. Cordell.
yeah, Cordell.
Portia seemed to hate her guts. Hate who guts? Oh, Portia's exes seem to hate her guts. Dennis doesn't.
She's talking about Cordell and Simon, and we all know why. Cordell was mad because he said she told everybody he was gay and it wasn't true. And then Simon because she got him deported. I'm sorry. All lines lead to her getting him deported. He believes that that's the. I think so too, but Portia said she didn't do it.
Okay, let's see. Listen. Ugh, who do we have in the chat today?
Is Shamia
Okay,
being
let's see.
targeted? Angela's daughter's tough love. Carrie's mother-in-law dilemma on Bells. All right, so we're probably gonna talk about Bells first. Let me skip that.
They're gonna make us listen to
Okay,
them
let's.
recaps.
Sorry to disappoint. Carlos is gonna have on a sexy fit, I bet. All right. So in
Let's
honor
see
of
if he talks about his dick and all that right now. Or I'm sorry, Dustin's dick.
Kelly Farrell, who dropped her last name because she's divorced from her husband. So in honor of Kelly from Housewives, I'm wearing a T-shirt because I wanted to show that T-shirts can sometimes be a dope fashion statement. It's not Tom Ford, okay? Because I would never waste my money on a Tom Ford T-shirt, although I love Tom Ford. A Tom Ford T-shirt that's all white that gives you Hanes her way is diabolical. So this isn't Hanes her way. It also isn't Tom Ford, but it's a good T-shirt, okay?
That's messed
So
up.
Kelly, I am matching your fly. I do, however, wear sneakers. Okay. All right. Let's see who else we have in the
The
chat
biggest shade of it
today.
all.
See, I know I'm only 4 minutes late. Happy New Year's resolution.
I'm gonna step down.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen.
Carlos, be on the retime. Hilarious. Finally caught alive. Yes, welcome. The man in the mirror must be away. That was last week, so you got to pay attention. But y'all said the man in the mirror was Duran Bernard, so who knows? Maybe you'll see an appearance later. All right, so we have a lot to talk about today. We're getting into, you know what I think this is? Oh, hold on. Low key, this maybe hangs while I'm joking with y'all because there's no tag. I'll check later. I don't want to get naked just yet. That's
all right.
So this could be Fruit of the Loom. It could be Hanes. I usually don't date men that have other people they're talking to.
I'm just getting upstairs because I had 15 with me. We went to get some food. He wanted to get some food. I was about to get some food. Trying to get back in here. I couldn't get back in the hotel. The whole hour I was riding around outside the street. Don't fuck. We locked down the bottom, man.
Wow, because the soccer game?
Yeah, we got no people out the soccer game.
I thought they canceled it.
No, they delayed it.
Oh, it's delayed.
They delayed it. Then it went back on. So that's it over now.
I'm missing like 4 packs of cigarettes.
Huh? I'll check the car when I get the car, but I didn't see it in the car.
The only thing I could think of, my bag was on the floor in the back seat. I had got 8 packs on Saturday. I ain't smoked no 8 packs of cigarettes in 2 days.
I think you got 10 packs.
I did get 10 packs. I gave you 2.
Okay.
Don't you got? Did you forget you put them in the glove compartment?
I forgot I still got a pack in the glove compartment.
You should still have a pack in the glove compartment, but
I do. I got a pack in the glove compartment.
The only thing I could think of is I had my bag on the floor in the back. Maybe they fell out, or Maybe somebody took them out my bag when I left the bag on the couch in the house.
It might happen. That might happen.
It might have happened because I know for damn sure I ain't smoked no 8 packs of cigarettes in 2 days.
Mm.
So, well, just do me a favor when you go on your car the next time. Look under the seat, or I'll look when you come home tomorrow.
All right.
You enjoying yourself?
I'm down right now. I ain't go back home. I'm got the money. And I said, so I had to take her if you want to get something to eat. Treat me something to eat. Went to Popeye down in Delaware, down in Old Man, Point Delaware, and it was cold. Something was going on. Something was going on in that motherfucker. So we got there, went to the diner. But before we did that, I ran to the house first. He got me, got some more money. I ain't been back downstairs yet. I had to go to the bathroom and everything. I didn't call it then. I beat on the fucking street out there. Then and calling the police.
All right.
I'll check the car later on.
All right. I'll call you in a little while.
All right.
All right. This my I don't know what Mo is to me.
In their DMs. It's not my thing. Dustin, is that your thing? It's not mine at all.
What? They talking about fucking already? Is Carlos talking about fucking? Who blocked you? Oh, on accident.
Are you Black Smoke?
Well, we love Black Smoke. Shout out to Black Smoke. That brother is a successful entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him.
Why you can't cuss?
Shout out
Who
to him.
said you can't cuss?
No, fruits are good too. They're fruit, that no tobacco.
They're delicious. Yeah, they're great actually.
Yeah.
You sent me a case of them back in the day.
Oh, you got any more?
No, Drew.
I wish I could show y'all how
Okay,
this
Michelle,
is set up.
Or
Black
black.
Smoke, look us up.
Let me see if it's set up the same way on the phone, on the thing. Highlight a comment. See, no, it's not set up the same way. I wish I could show y'all how it's set up. Basically, like the button when I select the comment, right underneath are these 4 options: delete comment, put user in timeout, ban user, star comment, and the button to push when I select a comment. And the button I have to push, show on stage, these other buttons are directly underneath that. Matter of fact, let me write down on my to-do list to email StreamYard about that. Because, believe it or not, StreamYard be listening to the suggestions. Like, I told them the thing where, Mo, where them cigarettes at? Mo don't smoke he don't smoke 100s. He smokes the short ones. But I'm missing 4 packs of fucking cigarettes. And I'm extra salty. Oh, I got to call 7-Eleven about my credit. I called earlier, but a woman answered the phone. I just hung up because I already know what type of time they be on. I don't know what it is. Some foreigner women, they do not fuck with me. They don't fuck with me. I'm going to say they don't fuck with black women. And they act like it's their money. There is no difference, Caribbean girl, but you can't tell him that. You cannot tell him that. All right, hold up. Email StreamYard. Email StreamYard. Ban button. All right. Now I just wanted to see if Carlos is already talking about Dustin's dick. Add Caribbean girl as a moderator. She is moderator. She was. Maybe when she got kicked out. If one of y'all can't add moderators, because I got to go log into YouTube. All right. Remind me to do it. I wonder, she was a moderator. Yeah, you have to skip on Carlos' video. Carlos said, I just wanted to see if he was going to do it. I wonder if he realizes that it's fucking creepy. I'm actually going to tweet about that right now. And maybe he'll stop. I'm going to at him too. I'm not going to be nasty about it. I'm going to be nice and nasty in a sense, like, ew, gross, tighten up before you get sued, bro. All right. Way longer. If I smoked, I would get those. Right. I think it goes away if you block them. Okay. I mean, somebody in the chat, one of the moderators put you in, I don't even know what it's called on YouTube, what they did to you. They were dragging Blue in the chat again. What, on the Atlanta segment? Okay. Well, let me keep the chat up. Okay. Okay. Good. She be going too far. Like I just last thing to say. Everybody can't read. Everybody can't be throw shade and all of this stuff. Everybody wants to go in and let have on people. And you can't look like that woman called that woman Bully Blue. Huh? Called that woman Bully Blue. They called her Bully Blue. She be like doing too much. And when your hair looks like
Come
this,
on, hook up the crew.
Oh, Black Smoke. If you want to sponsor Mother Not Live, let me know.
like what
It's right
is this?
here.
We got. I think we should. I think
Are
it
these
makes sense for him to
braids?
sponsor us. Don't you think?
Are these braids, dreads, or weave? And why does it look so mangy? It looks old. You can't be talking about people, ma'am. You look like you got yarn in your fucking hair. Like, you cannot be talking about people. I'm gonna call it the Claudia Jordan effect. Claudia has a certain effect on people, and I'm gonna call it the Carlos King effect too. All that shit, like when Shamia when he went in Shamia's house and she was playing the piano and singing and acting stupid. Oh yes, girl, yes, honey, yes. The people around you just is going yes, and not tell you the truth. You don't want them type of people.
Yeah,
Come
especially
on
with
with
just
it.
these little cutaways and come back with the black smoke.
Yeah, Justin, right. He already give us a black screen. Now he can give us some black smoke.
Black smoke behind that black screen.
That's right.
Why
Okay,
does Claudia
that's
have that
right.
on?
Yeah, let's stop, y'all. It's a free ad.
And that's right too, Blue.
I'm taking
We
notes.
can
I'm
check
taking
this
notes.
before we do a
Hey,
whole
Black,
yeah.
Southern Drew, don't be mad. I'm gonna get him Black's DMs later. But
Shut up, crybaby.
Because I'm also on a budget. So we need to get into that.
I'm on a budget too, Carlos. Don't come after me.
Okay. I really enjoyed this scene. And this scene is Kelly meeting with her, not her, wearing a t-shirt.
Oh, speaking of that scene, the accountant, he was on Threads and he was like, I hope I get more viewers. It's my first time on the show, and he is fine. Remind me to find him.
Way I had a talk with them too. Like, this show can't last, and you two don't
It's
have
like
any
Johnny
good
the
beats, right?
accountant.
Drew and Portia. It feels like Drew and Portia, what you're describing.
Yeah, so Drew and Portia, and it was
Yeah.
we'll get to that too. And it was for me the opportunity, what Dustin said, because I always said to them, you guys have more in common than you don't. And the reason why it's stuck, because that's the difference. Kenya and Phaedra didn't stick because, and I don't mind saying this, that was also us saying we're sick and
Summer
tired of
Sunshine, where you
Kenya
been at?
Phaedra. And the reason why I never stuck is because if you know Phaedra will never give Kenya the time of day. And listen, I think Kenya also knew, based on the Apollo situation with Phaedra, that she would never trust Phaedra. But they did their job for the show, but it never stuck. I applaud Marie and Latrice for it sticking.
Claudia won't drink anymore live because the chat ate her up when she got upset with the comments. She could blame it on the alcohol all she want to. Where you been at, Summer Sunshine?
And
no
we
man
just hit
involved.
reunion, and you're going to see a lot of surprises too there. But thank you, Dustin, for acknowledging that. As we get to this episode of Atlanta Housewives, in honor of Kelly Farrell, I'm wearing a t-shirt, Raindrops, because I'm also on a budget. So we need to get into that. Okay. I really enjoyed this scene. And this scene is Kelly meeting with her, not her. I thought it was hers, but clearly based on the language in the scene, she was meeting with a financial advisor, which to me, no shade, Kelly never met that man until she put a mic on.
You could tell.
No shade. And guess what? It's fine.
Yeah.
So she met with this financial advisor. And in this scene, we are learning more about Kelly's finances. Kelly is saying that her Nana's Chicken and Waffles McDonough location makes $75,000 a month. She's saying her second location in Sandy Springs pulls in $15,000 a month. Yes. That is a total of $90,000 just in terms of what each restaurant is making, right? That doesn't mean she pockets all of it.
$90,000 a month. What are your expenses? They're not $90,000 a month. You're just making chicken and waffles. Okay, let's be real. You shouldn't be in dire straits. The dire straits that you're in, ma'am. You should be in the position where I'm just starting over. Okay, I got rid of a husband. Even if he took your money and left you broke, like how Cordell did Portia. If you're making $90,000, let's just say you owe $90,000 and you got to give 60 of it in expenses and staff and all that shit. Let's just say 60,000 goes back in. You got 30,000 a month. You can start over nice and good credit. I don't know how your credit is. You can start over and live nicely how you want to if you did it right. If you got with the right nigga, not to give you money, but to help you. Like they joke on the Joe Budden podcast. Ish, the light skinned one, apparently his thing with getting girls and messing with the girls, he would fix their credit and set them up to to buy houses and stuff like that. Like I need a nigga like that. And apparently, but they also joke, like they made a joke one time. The girl came back in a couple months. She needed her credit done again. So some people you just can't help. And I'm starting to think Kelly might be one of them. Just making bad decisions.
That and if you know about owning a business, you as the CEO, you pay yourself a salary. So Raindrops is not like Kelly is pocketing the $90,000. What we did learn is her monthly expenses, Claudia Blue and Dustin, includes a $2,000 a month Range Rover, $600 a month for car insurance. Her beauty budget is around $2,500. Her hair budget is around $3,000 a month, and her clothes is roughly around $8,500 a month, with a total of $22,000 a month. Kelly said that she is used to being a housewife where she did not know how to pay some bills like her car notes. And before I get to you guys, I just want to start by saying this. And this is why I was mad at Dr. Wendy, who I love in real life. I don't like when you girls play dumb. Not that you were playing dumb, but you can't be educated owning businesses and let all of your finances be at the hands of your husband. And I'm not saying you should pay anything, right? However, if you are married to this man, you should know how much your mortgage is. You should be aware about your finances. And if he wants to do that, that's great. But you should never put yourself in a situation to where if he decides to leave you, all those things go away. And I think it is such a wake-up call for women. Like, marrying a rich guy, I got to be honest with you, as I'm watching The Polygamist, marrying who's a Capricorn Blue, marrying
the Libra rising. Go ahead.
We'll that later in the episode. Marrying the rich guy, no shade. Claudia, I would love to hear from you about this first. It's not the flex y'all think it is. It's just I don't know any woman in my personal life that's happy or was happy. I think when you look at your closet and all those things, that's great. But ladies, there are rich men who are good people. There's rich men out there who believe in God, who have the ability to be a family man, who actually respect women, who respect their women's gay friends, who actually want to see you do well in life, right? And the thing with Kelly, I applaud her for being so transparent. This wasn't a scene where she looked the best in terms of understanding more about her.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that she traded in the embarrassment for us understanding more about what she was going through. And even when she was looking at the house with her realtor, is like the elevators, all those things. I just think, ladies, I just don't know any rich woman. I'm sorry, a woman who's married to a rich man that is truly happy. I think it's smoke and mirrors. But Claudia, again, you have been in the business for a very long time. You dated rich men too, and your friends have. Do you think that there is this sort of wake-up call that women need to have, that marrying a rich man where you don't understand where your bills are being paid is not the flex that your mother raised you to think it is?
Our mothers were encouraging that back when women really were just getting the ability to have credit cards and take out mortgages. So I understand why they would do that. But now, almost every woman that I know that is with a man that has bread just accepts that the cheating is part of it, and the no time, and they have things. So a lot of times they wear their happiness, the things they want you to think they're happy on their sleeve, on their body, the jewelry, the this, the that, and the other. The people that I know are the happiest are married to people that are good people and hardworking people. Maybe they're not multimillionaires, but they're like blue collar or upper, middle class, whatever. Of course, we're being very general, but I mean, every rich guy that I've ever talked to has been just kind of thinks that they have a different set of rules that they go by. Of course, you'll find a unicorn every now and then, but for the most part, it comes with a certain level of narcissism, a certain level of being unavailable, a certain level of thinking that the rules don't apply to them. That, of course, I should be able to have other women. I'm rich, I'm successful, and they don't think.
So you never married a rich man.
Like somehow we're supposed to be able to remain traditional and all that. So yeah, a lot of women I know that are married to one, except I gotta keep going back to one of my favorite couples, Rebecca and David Justice. He was married to Halle Berry. They've been married for 20 some years under the radar, but they're very happy, and but they're also away from the Hollywood stuff now. But other than that, I know a lot of people that are just kind of just accept that being cheated on is just it's part of it.
And do you think, what are your thoughts on Kelly and her expenses? Do you think Kelly has learned the lesson, or do you think, unfortunately, with her new boyfriend buying $75,000 worth of veneers, that she is still not getting it? Because $75,000, I would have taken that and bought some real estate.
If that was even an option, you know what I mean? Like maybe he wasn't the type that would just give her the money. Like a lot of times people will do something for you, but they're never gonna give you money where you can like bounce with it, right? So let me just do things for you. There was a girl, a really popular video model. Her name was Sue Lynn Madeira. She was in Chris Brown videos, all kind of stuff. And like there was a really wealthy man that would like really lace her with things, but never the money so you can leave, right? And I know I said her name, but she's talked about it. You don't really have the freedom to leave. So yeah, you got the teeth, you get the bags, you get the trips, but you're not really getting that deposit in your account. That's when you have true freedom. I do think she's gonna get it. I do think that I do applaud the being honest. Like being in Atlanta and being on the Housewives shows, it's hard because everyone. There's pressure. There's immense pressure to live that life. I never had red bottoms until I did Housewives, right? Like instantly, you can't be going on them Jessica Simpsons. You have to have red bottoms. I'm like, why? Why can't I wear my shoes from Aldo? Girl, you a housewife.
Getting a shout out.
I like Jessica Simpson heels. They are cute. And
no, she has great shoes. I just didn't expect to hear that.
Yeah, I'm very honest. Right. And J-Lo too. She got some cute shoes. Okay, y'all. If we keeping it $1, all my red bottoms more coins.
Justin, what's wrong with you?
And it wasn't until Demetrius stylist Dallas was like, girl, $5,000 on Go Store, go get you some shoes that you're supposed to be in. I'm like, God damn it.
Love Dallas. That's my boy. Shout out
Hi,
to
Dallas, the stylist. Yes. He's everything.
Trust me, if I was never on that show, I would still be in Jessica Simpson's and J-Lo's. Okay? I'm just letting you know right
and
now.
espadrilles.
And all those.
Really, Carlos?
So anyways,
saying.
I think she's got one foot, like the vulnerable thing is what's going to make us like her and appreciate her, but she's also in Atlanta where it's so run by the bag. Everyone has the same Chanel bag, the same BBL, the same lipo, the same weave. Like everyone, there's not a lot of individuality. Like it's like status things you got to have out there, and it's going to be hard. But it is a good step in the right direction showing us. I think I do like this.
1 minute.
And I want to say this, by the way. So guys, I know I love all the girls. When I talk about my female friends, I'm not talking about reality stars. I want y'all to know that. So, because I saw somebody say, is Shamia not happy? When I say my friends, these are people I see regularly in my life outside of work. So I'm not talking about a housewife, a reality star, nothing. Go ahead, Dustin. Your thoughts on Kelly?
And we need a timer or something that says, okay, Carlos, we get it. You know, famous girls. Like, wait, where did it go? Summer Sunshine says, honest question. Do you guys like Kelly? She was all bang, bang, Eddie, and then went straight for Shamia. What do you mean by that? Bang, bang, Eddie. I guess Edie? Bang, bang, Edie? So are you saying like she was team Brit Edie and now she's straight for Shamia? Elaborate on that question. Yeah, Claudia. I need to make a comment with like a bunch of emojis and red exclamation points that says "Let Dustin talk."
Is Kelly getting it, or do you feel like based on the scene that she has some more work to do?
Shout out to Kelly, because Kelly is giving us a very honest portrayal of some shit that's probably real fucked up for her to deal with. And I think she's handling it in a very respectable way. This is a reality show. Carlos, you always say we follow the reality. This is what's going on. Some of the reality may be dramatized to make it more exciting for television. You know what I'm saying? Like that conversation with the financial planner when she was talking about the lashes and shit. You know, Kelly's making good TV, but at the end of the day, she's facing something that I know the fans are giving her a lot of scrutiny, you know what I'm saying, about placing her under a lot of scrutiny over. I think that it felt like throwback, old school Real Housewives sitting down in the office talking to this financial planner. It took us back to Sheree and the party planner. Who gonna check me, boo? It's one of those scenes, one of those one-off scenes that is impactful to her story, and we don't forget it. I like Kelly on this show. I think that she's being honest, her being short-tempered in the moment, because she's going through something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that is. And so I enjoyed the scene. I think it's great. I also think that rich niggas get a bad rap, because every wealthy man is not some sexual deviant who wants to be deceitful and cheat on women and dog their partner out. It's a lot of niggas.
Carlos,
a lot
we can
of
see you.
men. It's a lot of wealthy men who actually would gravitate toward a partner who is somebody that they can respect and who will make them want to do right and who they want to provide a very beautiful life for. Everybody is not on no foul ass shit. I think that when it comes
And
to
his name is
entertainment,
Dustin Ross. Go ahead, Dustin.
I think that when it comes to entertainment, we often we often see these sensationalized relationships where the guy is like the ladies on Real Housewives of Rhode Island, how there are all those accusations against Rula's husband and shit. We see those because those are interesting fodder for like entertainment and television. But it's so much quiet money. Every rich man, excuse me, I'm trying, y'all, okay? Every rich man is not a celebrity. There's so much quiet wealth in the world. So many men who are just wealthy beyond whatever and live a quiet life. They're not out in the mix and in the limelight. They just living good, taking care of their wives and shit. And those are the women who are probably saying no to being on these damn shows because
They
have
are.
those
They
good
turn me
men.
down all the time.
You see what I'm saying? So I just want to clear that up because people feel like if you date a rich man, you doomed for infidelity and disrespect and all that shit. It don't even be like that. I think you can live a very good life, and I still think it's possible for a lot of people, including Kelly. And her realtor lady looked just like Vivian from Real Housewives of Potomac. Their friend Vivian, Karen, and them friend that refused to be on the damn show. You know who I'm talking about, Carlos?
Of course,
I thought that realtor was Vivian from Potomac. Thank you.
Blue to Luzma, your thoughts on Kelly, the budget, the financial advisor, and wake up call for women who are living a lifestyle to where they just aren't aware of what's going on in their home.
There's a quote by Cher where she says one day she was talking to her mother, and her mother was like, Cher, you need to marry a rich man. And she said, Mama, I am a rich man.
Ooh.
What are you talking about? Marry a rich man? That's me. And when I saw this scene, I 100% knew that Carlos King was going to pick this scene because I knew it. I was like, I actually had all those numbers memorized. I'm like, he's writing down these numbers as we speak. I know he is. I see you, brother.
Don't clock me.
Trust me, I'm starting to see the blueprint. I'm going to be very transparent right now, okay? Because I trust y'all and I love y'all. I run a small business. It shocked me that we make more than Kelly does. Mm-hmm. And we're digital, right? For a brick and mortar, those numbers are actually shockingly low.
Yeah.
So as a business owner, I wasn't thinking, oh, 75K, 15K. I was thinking, oh, baby, how are you doing this? You have payroll, you have overhead, you have inventory, you have insurance, ADP. Like I'm thinking as a business owner, I'm like, these numbers are like abysmally low. You can't function like this. And you're still emotionally spending 22K. And also my financial advisor pulled me aside last week. So I got a little triggered. I'm not even going to hold you. And she said, you shut down a couple months ago. Why are you still spending like this? I said, excuse me? Like, I just got chin checked last week by my financial advisor, my real one, not somebody I met on set. And that conversation is an ego conversation. It's like it's an emotional one. We don't talk about how emotional money is. Mm-hmm. Like we know her heart is breaking about her divorce, but like when you are someone who's like, I'm running a business, I'm proud of myself. It's a big part of my identity. And then something happens where your business has to be put on pause, or in her case, maybe stop altogether or file bankruptcy. It is seen as a failure in your mind unless you have a conversation with yourself. Like, hey, baby, maybe we can't take a black car to Target all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I've had to have those conversations with myself. I'm not going bankrupt. Thank God, look at God, I would. But like, it is an emotional conversation. And for her to share something I'll just say this, my numbers are better than her and I still wouldn't be that vulnerable on camera for y'all.
That's real.
So for me, I'm just like, she's braver than I thought. She's way braver than I thought. And also too, it probably...
This is where she's turning me off. Like just like a quiet flex. You make more money than Kelly. Okay, we get it. You just gonna keep saying it. I make more money than her. I make more money than her. Like, okay. You still look a fucking mess. Like,
shows me why Shamia being in her corner is so impactful for her right now. Your friend who is up, who rather than pitying you, is looking out for you, letting you stay at her townhouse, being like somebody you can vent to, helping you traverse through all these other rich bitches with their big old houses when you're looking for just a place to lay your head with your kids. Like, it made me understand why her and Shamia are reaching for each other. It humanized her. I loved it, but I'm also now concerned for her. Like, girl, is you okay? I had those moments. My first thought was, are you okay though? Like, show a side.
That number didn't even include her rent or mortgage either. That was glam and her car, and that's it. I was like, she didn't say anything about a cell phone bill or health insurance, so it's even less.
It's lean. It's so lean, y'all. So for the average person who hears 75K, they're thinking, "Ooh, you rich?" No. Overhead. That's not her.
And
money.
that's why I had to point out that, like you said earlier, Blue. The thing is, that's the money the business is making. You got to pay employees. You got to pay your business taxes. So
the damn rent.
The rent.
So that wasn't her profit. That was
no. That's the whole company.
That's
gross.
How can the one taking 15,000?
Well, that was
not anymore. It's closed
and
now.
That's the reason why. And I'm only bringing this up because we're talking about this and it's on TMZ. It wasn't featured on the show yet, but that's why when TMZ recently revealed that in Pinky's latest bankruptcy filing, she said, I make $6,000 a month. right? And what a smart person on Twitter or Threads outlined was that's how much she pays herself as the owner of the business, right? Is not she wasn't saying that's all I get from my other whatever, but I think that's the biggest thing in terms of the 15,000 a month location is closed. The thing is this, Claudia also brought up something that I want to talk about too, and this is the mystique of Atlanta. I love Atlanta. When I was blessed to do the show in 2008, Atlanta, as a Black person growing up in Detroit, Michigan, Atlanta was my ancestors' wildest dreams. It was 2008. I literally was like, you mean to tell me there's rich Black people who live behind the gates and this is what they do? I was influenced by it and I was motivated by it. But if I'm being very honest and transparent with you guys, because this is a safe space,
yeah,
Claudia's right. The moment you're in Atlanta, there is this weird keeping up with the Joneses that does occur. And, you know, I started buying cars and I was like, listen, I can afford it. But it was less about that. It was more about the fact that I became this person that felt that I'm in Atlanta and I have to have all these things, the big house and all this other stuff. And I remember having all of these materialistic things being in Atlanta, being like, this shit makes no sense to me. Why am I?
Is it me, or do they spend an awful lot of time talking about themselves? The only person that didn't personalize it and put himself into the story was Dustin. Each one of them has to relay their own personal and private experiences, and we want to hear y'all review the show. We don't want to hear about your lives. You're not on TV. Nobody gives a fuck about none of the shit y'all talking about in your personal lives. Like, that was such a joke that Claudia was telling. He cut to Claudia and asked her how is it being married to a rich man? She can't even keep a rich man. She can keep a poor one. Well, why would you ask her that?
A single gay man.
That's the Claudia Jordan effect. She rubs off on people in the worst ways.
And having a big house, paying for property taxes, landscaping, exterminators, you know, all of these things where I'm like, why don't I just live in a fucking like high rise and mind my business? But there is something about Atlanta that brings that out of you. And I do feel bad for the women, especially because I do feel like the women in Atlanta, it's this unspoken sorority to where women are competing with each other, the bags, the rich Africans, who you're dating, who's paying for all of these things. That is a real thing that happens to Atlanta women. And that's why for me, it's sad that, like Dustin said, there are a lot of quiet, wealthy people in Atlanta. And I wanted all of them to do the show. And they all said to me, I will never do Atlanta Housewives. Are you fucking kidding me?
You won't see those people. So you're not going to meet those people. It's hard to meet. It's very hard to meet them, I should say, especially if you're in the social circles. Atlanta, it's a great place for an ego boost too. If you did one scene in a TV show 22 years ago and you go to the mall, you will be stopped and someone will recognize you, and it's great for your ego. But then they're also going to clock what you got on. And they're going to clock it on what you got into. And it's very much that is your social currency out there. And they really, really care, but it's very materialistic. No one leaves the house. Like, that's why I was so fish out of water out there. Like, I don't wear lashes to go to the gym. Like 3 pairs of lashes and contoured. I'm not wearing a friggin' waist trainer to go to eat groceries. Like, it was like that everywhere. Like, they really, yes, it was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And my point is, I agree with all three of you guys. That's why I was happy that Kelly was honest about it, because once again, that's why we love these shows. And that's why I will always say Kelly is amazing for the show. And you should keep her peach, because some of these girls, and this is no shade, some of them girls are going through that and they will never let y'all know. And I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Give her a raise, please. My God.
I will leave it.
I want Andy to give her a raise. Like, I'm like, them numbers scared me.
Girl,
Yeah.
that first year contract be nothing nice, boy. I don't care
How
what
about
they.
year 2 though? It's her second year and she's climbing trees and trying to hit people. Like,
Well, back in the day, they used to double it. They don't do it anymore. They used to, like, whatever you negotiate your first year, your second year, you know you're gonna get double, then double it. Like it used to go up fast, and now they like, oh, 5% raise.
5%. Oh yeah, nah.
Well, things are different now. Let me just say that. I won't say 5, but
I understand why she's clocked in so much this season. That scene made me realize why she's been so clocked in this season.
Yeah. And I applaud you. If you're gonna
Do this not look like the face of a man who's about to leave the show? He's been sitting like this for at least 5 whole minutes that I've observed. Do this look like somebody who is going to stay on the show with this nonsense? This is literally a waste of his time. Because for the 2 hours that he's been up here, he probably only talked for like 20 minutes of it. No, watch his face. Oops, did I mess that up?
So let me just do things for you. There was a girl, a really popular video model. Her name was Sue Lynn Madeira. She was in Chris Brown videos, all kind of stuff. And like, there was a really wealthy man that would like really lace her with
lashes and shit. You know,
Take a black card to Target all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I've had to have those conversations with myself. I'm not going bankrupt, thank God.
It used to go up fast, and now they like, oh, 5% raise.
5%. Oh yeah, nah.
Well, things are different now. Let me just say that. I won't say 5, but
I understand why she's clocked in so much this season. That scene made me realize why she's been so clocked in this season.
Yeah, and I applaud you. If you're gonna sign up to do a job, do your job well.
Do the
so that you
job.
can get your bonuses and your raises. And Kelly, and I'll keep saying it, Kelly is great for this show.
Yeah.
And this scene solidified to me her peach. Speaking of Atlanta culture, I do want to get into very quickly K. Michelle's scene. She met with her doctor. As we all know, K. Michelle unfortunately had butt implants back in the day and has for years been suffering through tons of complications in regards to that surgery. She's meeting with her doctor, and her doctor is advising her, please do not go with implants again. But he did recommend this other type of surgery. I forgot the name of it. If you guys can remember it, the only thing I remember is he mentioned something about human fat being injected versus silicone. And for me, this, as K. Michelle's friend, as somebody who did my killer body with her in Lifetime, big asses is out of style. And praise the Lord Jesus, right? Fake big asses, I'll say that much. K. Michelle body, to me, as somebody who knows her and seen her personally, is just fine. And I did feel, my opinion, I did feel it was kind of not the best advice for the doctor to tell her to get anything. I think don't do nothing. I think get rid of all the silicone and embrace your natural butt. K. Michelle has a beautiful face.
Girl, oh my God.
She has everything going for herself. And you're
when she said, and that's what make painkillers worse, liquor. When she said they consider me a chronic pain patient, I knew she was taking perks, or maybe even something stronger right then and there. And that's where that crazy look in her eyes come from. And she mixed it with liquor, not a good thing. And Carlos is blaming the doctor. K. Michelle wants to do this. He say no at first, but then it was like, if you must do it, do the shit with the fat and not like cutting yourself open to get whatever you're trying to do. Maybe we need to watch that scene again.
You're married, and I just don't think having anything, whether it's natural fat or silicone, she needs to get ever again in life. I was shocked by that moment. Now
he said her behind. He didn't say anything about her breast. Was she really thinking about doing something more to her ass, or do you think it was her breast? Either way, to me, You still have the silicone running through your body. You still keep getting sick behind it. Like, enough. Nine out of 10 is going to happen again. That's crazy.
Blue, what do you think about that whole thing?
I was disappointed because when K. Michelle has been talking for the last 10 years or so about how she's considered a chronic pain patient, she's going to always have silicone floating through her bloodstream. Those are serious things. All the surgeries are really serious. Maybe I'm silly. Up until last night's episode, I assumed that meant she was going to stop. It never occurred to me that we spent 5 years hearing these horror stories and that she still want to get more stuff done. So I was like, RHOA, I had to rewind it to make sure I heard it correctly. Like, oh, I thought we were done, baby. What are you doing? So the fact that and then you have to think about this. For those who don't know, me and Carlos used to do Kardashian recaps back in the day. The only 3 Black people who watched the Kardashians.
Stay tuned. New season coming up.
Oh Lord.
All 4 of us watching the Kardashians. And as a Kardashian watcher, they actually, when they were popular, they popularized the BBL. When the BBL became too popular and no longer was a status symbol, because we know status symbols are not just about the symbol or even the price, it's about being exclusive. So the minute something becomes too common, it's gauche, right? So what the Kardashians did is when a nurse could spend $3,000 and take a day off from being RN to get a butt lift in Miami, they're like, oh, this is gauche now. The everyday woman can do it. They transferred to what they call the country club BBLs, which are the more smaller, higher, like Instagram fitness model BBLs.
She ain't lying because somebody told me once, they was like, once the McDonald's workers can go and get red bottoms, we off that. How you want to be so healthy and yet you Amaya drinking? Bitch is crazy. I keep telling y'all that. If she does do it, he said they have donor fat called. Okay. Well, shit, they can come get my fat.
When K. Michelle was talking, she requested the new trend of butt. And I was like, wait, you're still chasing the trends?
Yo, I was trying to give her, she wanted breast implants, a breast lift. The fact that she was talking about her ass, that bitch is disturbed. She is now on my sick and shut-in list. She's really disturbed.
After everything that happened to you with the original BBL. So I'm shocked that K. Michelle is still trying to be trendy with her body after all that she's been through. That makes me sad for her. There's something unhealed in her that's revealing itself this season that none of us thought. We all thought she was going to be fun and effervescent and have great zingers and, kiki and be friends with Portia and do whatever. I don't think any of us thought we were just going to get a glimpse into how, unhealed she might be about her stuff. And even when they were playing with the game with Angela, the basketball tournament, they were making jokes about how they think she's shadowboxing, right? Like she's making up fake ops in her head. Her being unwell is starting to become a joke with the other ladies, and they're joking to her face now. I think she's going down sad in a way that I didn't see, and the butt thing showed me that it's deeper than the show. I would like her to come back because I think this cast is great. They need some tweaks, but I think it's great. Mm-hmm. But K. Michelle needs to have a come to Jesus moment. If she comes back next season, I would love for her to say, I watched the season back and realized maybe I miscalculated things. And
no, we do not want to be K. Michelle's therapist. Okay. We're not here for that. Like, we deserve people who are put together mentally, physically, aesthetically, financially, and we want to watch our shows. Do not want to provide therapy for these hoes. Seriously. No, and no.
And be refreshed, because her still wanting surgery of any sort after all this time makes me realize she hasn't learned anything.
Claudia.
I have never been here for these BBLs. And BBL community, you guys can be mad at me if you want. I just think you're enough without them. And getting a BBL because you want a certain kind of guy's attention or for another woman to like outdo her ass, to me is crazy, ladies. Like, I am a fan of the 90s beauty, the 90s fine. It was really not about that. Like, your ass, if you get attention because of your ass over your face, your mind, your heart, I feel sorry for you. I really, really do. And be mad. I don't really care. What I'm saying is you are enough with your face. You're enough with your personality. I don't want a guy that wants me because I got a fat ass. And they had a thing that was very popular about 10 years ago called
We asked you about K Michelle. We didn't ask you about your butt. We didn't ask you what you prefer as an aesthetic. We asked you how you felt about K Michelle, asking for some more work to be done on her behind as it is currently infected and under doctor's care. We do not give a fuck about what you think about what they look like in the 90s. God damn. Look at Dustin. Sleep. Or looking at his phone or something. Like, here we go again. I gotta get that clip of DMX saying that, here we go again.
squat challenge. You start with 50, and then the next day you go to 55, then you go to 60, you take the third day off. Within 18 days, you will see a difference. But
I
nobody
stopped on day 3, Claudia. I tried that. I stopped on day 3.
No, it's so hard. Like you be
Yeah.
very I remember doing it.
Blue, shut up, because you ain't never been fine, okay? Shut up.
And I had such results, and like nobody wants to do any work. They just want overnight results, overnight fame, overnight ass.
You mean like you sleep? You mean like you fucking people husbands? You just want to take the husband that the wife done fixed up, dusted off? You just want the command while he's asleep? Shut the fuck up.
Asses, real ones that are gonna stay are built in the gym. That's why people that ran track have good bodies for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Seriously, K Michelle, you can sing, you are talented, you're dramatic, you're good TV, like you can do all these things. Why is an ass so important to you? And you're married. At this point, it's like, I just hate that. Now, unless you got a caved in butt or something happened, I don't know. I get sad when I see Black women inject all these things into their ass and like put that as a priority. Like you over here with bad teeth, not her, but people, and your ass is like up high, but you got a missing side tooth. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get that. I don't get it.
Well, some people need BBLs.
Shout out to the missing side tooth community. They caught us stray at the end there, Claudia.
Some people.
I really thought Blue was gonna hold it together, and you made me down, Blue. Sorry, Dustin. Go ahead.
Some people need BBLs. Some of y'all walk around here looking like an ironing board.
Dustin.
I didn't seen them where it's been an improvement. Shout out to y'all. Everybody don't need them, and Claudia is right. Some people have gone overboard. But my thing is this, right? Like the body stuff, when it comes to like body work or whatever, y'all know me. I believe that people have autonomy over their bodies, do whatever makes you happy. That being said, when it comes to K Michelle, she has expressed how the surgery had the opposite effect on her and made her really, really sad. So it actually hurt my feelings and kind of softened me up to her when I watched her in this scene in the doctor, because I'm like, man, this girl is going through a lot of trauma connected to this body work, and she's been vocal about that for many, many years. So I just hope that she finds like some peace when it comes to that, whatever that looks like for her. Maybe she do want to get another procedure, you know, and that's what it would take. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like the right choice to me, but that's her motherfucking body. You know what I'm saying? Like if she wants to, she got the right to do whatever she wants to do with her body. I just want her to keep the body once she gets it, wherever she gets it to, wherever she gets it. Once she gets it wherever she wants it to be, I want her to keep the body in the scene on camera. Stop leaving these scenes. Stop being not willing to participate in the scene of what's going on the show. She did it again this week when they were at the Bailey Bowl and Fangie Bowl, right? Which shout out to Angela and Cynthia. When Pinky playing the game like she needed to, shout out.
thank you, Dustin, for moving the motherfucking plot along. Because y'all still on the second scene. Because y'all got to give soliloquies on each question. Thank you. Shout out to Dustin for moving this fucking thing along.
To Pinky call when Pinky was like, "Well, is everything okay between you and Kay, Shamia, or between you and Kay or whatever?" Shamia was like, "Yeah, what's up with us?" She looked at it. K Michelle again opted to not participate and express herself and say what was really on her mind in the scene. And here we go. Another vague moment, another stalled out moment of not participating in the show. Here we go again. So I don't really care what her ass looks like. I don't want her to be happy with her ass. I just want her to keep her ass in the scene. That's all I want her to do. Participate in the show. If you're going to be a Real Housewife of Atlanta, which I think K Michelle has a lot of potential to be a great one, you got to participate in the scene. You can't just say, "Oh, never mind, nothing." That doesn't work on this show. It's about having an opinion. It's about expressing yourself. It's about moving story forward. And she has an obligation to do that. So I just want that to clear up. I don't give a fuck about what she wants to do with her body. That's on her.
I think that her priorities are in the wrong place.
You already answered the question.
It's the internal work that needs to be done, not the external.
And body
It's the soul.
dysmorphia.
Beyonce said it's the soul that needs the surgery. Remember
That
that?
pretty
That's
hurts,
what Beyonce-
Dustin. What's happening?
Yeah.
I immediately got it. We need to play his categories of taboo, Dustin. We make so much money.
We need to play. We need to gamble. We need to play against somebody and take their money.
Claudia took me gambling once. That was
Yes, I
interesting.
did. Yeah,
I lost $20 and went back to my hotel room.
All right,
I'm on a break right now from that. I gotta chill until I get, I gotta get another show. I need like 3 more shows to be able to handle my gambling problem. Michelle, you already had a nice body before all that, and yes, of course you can do what you want. But when it comes to you have to leave work and opportunities because you're leaking, you have infections and open wounds. We don't want that for you. We don't. Yeah. And the BBL is the most dangerous, the most risky of all the plastic surgery procedures. That's the most dangerous one. That's what doctors will tell you. And I just hope that you see that. I think you looked great when you took the stuff out, as much of the stuff out. I thought you looked great. But again, it matters what she thinks. But, we can tell her all day long, we think.
But dysmorphia is real, Claude. That's why I'm concerned. Like, there's body autonomy and then there's body dysmorphia.
1,000.
Yeah, that's a next level. Yeah.
Yeah, this scene felt like this. It was the first time that I thought, oh, this is dysmorphia.
Yeah,
I think that's why it made me sad.
Maybe that's what I'm feeling in, because I felt like it was just a little bit. This was one of them scenes that takes things a step further than just having funny commentary about the show.
Mm-hmm.
When they get to body image issues and shit, and specifically in the case of K Michelle, take out whatever your personal feelings about her or her personality is, right? But when you see that this lady has for years been literally crying on television about how this has fucked her up in the head and physically. So to see her then be even entertaining it in that doctor's office, for me, I just was like, this is a sensitive thing, and this is more than just entertainment right now, and people need to handle this with care. That's just how I felt when I watched that particular scene. Fuck the rest of it. But that part, I was like, this goes a little further than just.
Which is why I wanted to say, as somebody who does know her personally, I looked at that and I felt sad. And we did a Lifetime show called My Killer Body. And I just don't want her to do anything else that could risk it. She did say on Watch What Happens Live that Phaedra introduced her to this doctor who does something along the lines of, I don't want to misquote, but long story short, Phaedra introduced her to a doctor that can help her out. And even Andy was like, you want to do it again? She's like, yeah, but it's not silicone, something else. He was like, all right. And listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying it. We all love K Michelle. We're all rooting for you. And we all know what difficulty this has been. Episode 2 was her in the hospital, leaving the Classic Awards for that. So I think all of us are just saying that it may not be worth it anymore. And like Dustin and Blue is saying too, in terms of there could be something deeper there we just don't know. But I do hope that we get to hear more of that story versus the obvious of I just won it again, because something deeper is happening there. I want her to do well.
You know what I just realized with K Michelle? What she's doing is basically, you know how I say I isolate when I get in my little episodes, as my dad calls them. Um, but some people isolate or push people away or put up facades because they don't want people to really know what's going on. So K Michelle leaving these scenes. I'm sorry, I'm not on camera. I just fucked up this whole bag of hot chips. Um, I didn't want y'all to see me doing this. But K Michelle leaving, being secretive or being mean, all of these are like defense mechanisms, or they might not be defense mechanisms, but she's pushing people away, so we can't really see what's going on. But we can still see it though. Hopefully it'll help her, because I don't want to be playing therapy with K Michelle next season. Yo, those Dots pretzels are. I had those at my sister's house. Even the plain ones were like, maybe I should make some pretzels. I should learn how to cook stuff. I should like experiment with cooking stuff like that for y'all, because Lexi and Light and Soul want me to cook more. And I was like, y'all want to keep seeing me make the same thing over and over? But yeah, that's what she's doing, because she don't want to see what she really got going on in that pretty little head of hers. That's why she married that man, because he don't look like he got a mean bone or a stern bone, aggressive bone, or a bone that could tell K Michelle what to do. They are so good.
I want to get to Angela and her scene with her daughter. This scene with her daughter had to do with the fact that she is a lesbian. She married her friend, who's another woman, obviously. They've been friends since she was a teenager. Angela mentioned that she feels some kind of way that she wasn't told about them getting married. Angela is saying that her siblings believe that her wife is just her best friend, as her brother was being nosy coming down the staircase to listen in on the conversation. What was interesting about this scene is this. Her daughter said that Angela was not easy to talk to. And the moment she said that, Angela Oakley wanted to shut her down and not even talk about it. And for me, it was in that moment that I felt, something deeper happened in y'all dynamic that I believe Angela does not want the public to know, because she obviously has emerged as a fan favorite. I love Angela Oakley. She's great for the show. I think the daughter feels like, if we're going to keep it real in front of these cameras, let's keep it real. And her daughter was sitting on ready to keep it real, even when Angela said, "You're entitled," and she goes, Angela said, "You're entitled and spoiled," and she goes, "What? I pay my own bills, boom, 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 boom." I feel like there is something deeper going on between Angela and her child that Angela does not want to come out. And I don't know what that is, but I got this sense.
I feel like men should be the fuck quiet when they don't, especially when they don't have children. Like, cause you sound so far off base, Carlos.
Is that Angela does not want to have the conversation.
Okay, so oldest daughter, number one, right? We all know that there is a very storied past between every mother and the eldest daughter. There's all sorts of books, studies, think pieces, substacks, all kind of shit written about that, right? So that's number one. Number two, at the end of the day, and I agree with you, I think there is absolutely some more story there, and I respect them trying to protect it. But what I definitely respect is the way that Angela is leading with love when it comes to her daughter. flat out. And the daughter was sitting on Ready, but it wasn't directed towards Angela. You know who it was directed towards? Them people on Twitter who has a lot of shit to say about that conversation between her and her mom, and were kind of trying to like come at Angela's neck. Amari, her daughter, cleared that shit up real quick on Twitter. She said, hold on. Me and my mama love the fuck out of each other. And what you saw was not us fighting. You saw us talking through working toward an understanding. She cleared that shit up very fast. So the bond that Angela and her daughter Amari have is a very real thing. Shout out to both of them for being willing to share that shit on TV. I believe Angela loves the hell out of her daughter. 100%. It's not even a joke. I believe that her daughter Amari, as the oldest, saw a lot of stuff. Saw Angela go through a lot of changes. Y'all know how they go. The whole me and my daughter kind of grew up a little bit together or whatever. She saw a lot of changes, and so that's just her POV. She loved her siblings. As a gay person, I feel like she's handling it well. She said when it's time to have a conversation with her younger siblings, who are kids, by the way, and she don't even need to talk to them about who the fuck her wife is. That's her friend.
Echo.
Kids be fucking kids.
That was so dramatic. I love it.
Because I hate that focus on that when it comes to gay people. Oh, what are we gonna say to the kids? Nothing, motherfucker. They're kids. We're not gonna tell them anything. That's her friend. That's all them kids need to fucking know. That was pissing me off. But anyway, I like to see much love to them. Yeah.
No, and I agree. Listen, much love to Angela, much love to her daughter. But before I get to the girls, I do want to say this. And again, this is my own experience, and I'm not trying to play on every gay person that comes out. No, I'm going on record saying I do not think Angela Oakley's homophobic. I know that people in the comments are saying that. And again, in all fairness, you guys have every right to come to your own conclusions when things aren't spelled out correctly. And that's why, as a producer, I always tell my cast, it's best if you tell the truth fully in front of these cameras, because if you don't, people are going to walk away with their own devices. I'm saying Carlos King the first. I don't believe Angela Oakley's homophobic at all. Now, what I will say, if I could be very honest, right? As somebody who was the first gay, y'all know I have 9 siblings. As the first person, and I have a gay brother, he's younger. When I came out the closet, I came out to my mother first. And Dustin is 1000% right. My mother, rest in heaven, she was like, when are you going to tell your father? And I thought at 25 years old, like, I'm telling you, can I just start there? Like, my coming out story should not be on your timeline, respectfully. Like, and I know you mean well, but it should not be in your timeline. I didn't tell my father until he saw me tell Oprah, like 10 years later.
Oh my God.
Right? It's a girl's on the story. Yes. He found out me coming out on Oprah Winfrey when I was doing her behind the scenes show. And Oprah said, are there any gay people in the building? I got a question. And my producer said, walk in. You're the only gay person in the room. I'm like, all right. And then Oprah was like, I have a question for you. And it was airing. And I told my mom, and my mom said, you have to tell your father. And I said, no, he'll find out on TV. And he did. But my point is, Dustin is right. I think the mistake Angela is making is it is not your job to tell your daughter when to tell her siblings who are teenagers that she married a woman. Because my question would be, if she married a man, would that even be a conversation that you would want her to have with her siblings? And that's why I do think that we have to be very careful when we're trying to say, well, I'm cool with it. And again, I think Angela's cool with it. But as a gay person, I know what it feels like to be told by a parent, you need to do this on my timeline, and it's not fair to that person.
I do think when it's a gay person involved, like the outrage, and not saying that she's giving fake outrage, not like that, but it's always like, what will the kids think? Kids nowadays are so much more progressive than their parents. I said something to my niece about gayness, right? And I loved how open she was. She's like, I don't know who I'm going to marry, man or a woman. And I was like, look at that. She was so open to everything. And I bet you, like, I'm not saying her parents, my brother and his wife, but people that are that age be thinking, oh my God, it's gonna be so traumatizing for these young kids to know that their aunt or their older sister is that way. When all along, go to any 8th, 9th, and 10th grade classroom now. They are so much more open and open and fair, and love people for who they are. There's less rules now. And I love that for the youth nowadays, especially up in the Northeast and Massachusetts. So progressive, such a healthy environment for kids to feel like anything is possible. It's not, I don't have to be worried like that. So sometimes, it's much ado about nothing. Of course, you do have some parents that are homophobic. I don't think Angela is. But I feel like when it's about a gay person, it's so much about the sex. Okay, straight people out here having sex at 14 too. Okay, well, okay, whatever. So I don't think it's as big of a deal as Angela may think it is.
I had a very different reaction to the whole scene. Like I received the scene entirely differently. And it's not that like I'm disagreeing. I just received it differently. Yeah. For me, before I found out I was pansexual, for a second I thought, how sometimes you're like, well, where do I plot under the rainbow? Am I pan? Am I bi? Am I gay? Like, what's happening, right? I don't think we under the rainbow often talk about internalized shame masquerading as discernment. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we're slow to share, not because it's not a big deal, but because we haven't made peace with it ourselves entirely. Mm-hmm. True. And there is shame that we're working through that stops us from saying something that could have been lighter because of us, not them. Mm-hmm. I picked up some internalized shame in that young lady. I'm not judging her. I'm just perceiving. Mm-hmm. She's still working through how she feels about it. And I also picked up that Angela was being almost protective. I don't think she was being judgmental. I think she felt like her daughter was acting nuck if you buck on the camera, and she knew that she wouldn't be able to deal with the outcome as much as she thought she could. You ever have a friend who's trying to have a difficult conversation, and you can tell they think they're ready because they're restless, but they're not really ready for the outcome or the response? Angela, we always joke that she seems like a seasoned housewife. I heard on the streets, Carlos, that y'all want her for seasons 3 through 9 or something. The streets have said that y'all been wanting her. As someone who's seasoned, she's thinking, you think you want to have this moment, baby? I'm not sure you're ready for the response to the moment. So it felt like a protective mother saying, no, baby, I don't think you're as ready as you think you are. And though I do believe her daughter is still working through internalized shame, I don't think it's about don't rush me. I think it's I'm not fully at peace with it yet. And also, can I be honest? As someone who's had friends like that, when you don't tell them, it's not about don't rush me. You're making me complicit in the lie. Because now I can't talk about your wife. I have to pretend that's your homegirl. I'm complicit. These are my kids. If they ask me questions, I'm having to lie to keep your secret. The person who's complicit, because this is not like we all live in different houses and your brothers and sisters live in Massachusetts and I live in LA and you live in New York and I don't want to rush you, mind your business. These are children who are in my house, who are engaging with you and your partner, and I'm having to lie with you to pretend that's just your homegirl. I'm complicit. It's not standoffish like we're all in different homes. And so I think Angela's probably thinking, and she can speak for herself, when your brother and sister are like, to Claudia's point, we're progressive. We can peep whatever. How you doing? Be who you are. We're watching TikTok. Everybody make light of gay stuff. And they're like, wait, is that some gay shit? What's happening? And they ask Angela, and Angela's like, I don't know, child. I just work here. And she's like, can you just tell I don't know what to tell them. Can you just tell them? For me,
if that was the case, I believe that Angela, because I actually agree with what you're saying as another point of view. But do you think if that was the case, Angela would say they're asking me? And that's the only thing that I'm curious about. Like, I
think she doesn't want to have that conversation. I think she was trying to nip it because she was realizing from seeing how, because communication is 93% nonverbal, that girl was getting visibly more emotional as they were talking. A mother, and we all know this, whether it's a mother or a good partner, you can tell when somebody's stomach drops and their voice gets shaky. Like we all knew when Candy's voice got shaky, she's about to get mad. Her daughter's body started to feel activated. And as a mother, she's like, let's just shut this down. Let's just shut it down. I think Angela was trying to de-escalate something that she could tell her daughter physically was getting emotional about. She's like, I think this is actually too much for us. Let's stop.
Yes, because even as we get to the therapy scene, and this is no shade, I'm just outlining what I saw. I thought the therapy scene was a wash. I didn't learn anything new from it. It was
instead, child. Yeah,
it was 90 seconds. It could have been a webisode on BravoTV.com. because for me, and the one thing, Justin, the one thing that I struggled with is, and again, I'm a viewer. If you're going to introduce a topic to me, I'm old school. I do believe you have the responsibility to the audience to lay it out there. And I agree with you. I think Angela, who's a great mother, is obviously trying to protect her daughter. But if that's the case, don't even bring up the subject then. I would rather you pull what the other girls in the show pull, which is don't give us nothing. I would rather not know anything about your daughter's relationship than to get it piecemeal. And that therapy scene, I was like, this is some bullshit. This scene is terrible. Not terrible in the sense of the actions, but in the sense of Lindsay Herbert telling Andy in this 3-part reunion, I've learned nothing.
Learned nothing. Yeah.
There was no resolution. Reality TV wants a resolution at some. If you're gonna dangle it in our faces, we need to give you a bite the carrot. They were dangling that carrot and we never got to bite it, and it was unsatisfying as a viewer.
Because what's the conversation if you're really protecting of it and it's not comfortable? Like there was many I mean, the girl had a green screen. She had a confessional.
Yeah.
So miss me with the not ready to talk about it. If you're gonna go do a confessional, like that should be, Mom, I'm not going on TV and doing anything about this. Why would you even introduce that to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, one of the most popular reality shows of all time? Like, why would you even do that? So I don't know.
Yeah, which is why for me, I could be totally wrong. I felt that Angela's daughter was ready for the smoke. And I do agree that Angela wasn't ready to, I think it's twofold. I think Angela wasn't ready for her daughter to deal with the aftermath of what people on social media will say. But I also think Angela wasn't also ready for what was about to be revealed about their dynamic. And when she spoke about her mother in heaven, like Dustin said, I think firstborn kids can all agree that your grandmother is lowest key. In some situations, your mom who raised you, or somebody who you value as this person looked out for me. And I just felt that they dangle so many different nuances that the Black community can relate to, that I did feel the ball was dropped by not giving it to us fully.
Have you ever, I have a question. Have you ever thought that you were ready to tell a story and you're like, oh, this is something that happened in the past, I'm ready to tell it, and halfway through you start crying, you're like, no, I thought I was here, what's going on?
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Saturday night.
Oh shit. No, seriously, right? I think we saw a human glitch where you think, oh, I'm over this, I can tell it, and then you're like, wait, why are my eyes tearing up? And you realize when you're halfway in the thick of it, I'm actually not ready, this is a little too raw. I think we saw that happen, and the producers couldn't figure out how to like walk it back, if that makes sense. Because I felt like there was readiness, and then they were like, oh snap, maybe not so much.
Because it's a sensitive subject. It's a very sensitive subject. We're talking about sexuality. We're talking about the complexities of a mother-daughter relationship. We're talking about minor children, siblings of the person, and how do you properly inform them of this very adult subject? You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of sensitive shit.
Grandma passed away.
It's a lot of grief. Exactly. Yeah. It's a lot of nuance and layers here. It's something that needs to be handled with care for sure, especially in view to her younger siblings. And actually, shout out to both of them for being willing to talk about it on TV, because that's not some shit Black families traditionally do. So shout out to Angela and her daughter Amari.
The whole episode was raw, y'all. The whole episode felt like a raw wound. Like everybody had a raw wound. Even Shamia at the end, I was like, somebody needs to hold her. The whole episode was very emotional.
Well, let's get into that. I want to get into that because Cynthia and Angela threw Bailey Bowl Part 2. And before that, we did see that Portia and Drew are talking, and they have decided to be business partners, possibly when it comes to Go Naked Hair. Spoiler alert, we saw the photo shoot, so we know that Drew did say yes ultimately. Yeah. I look, you guys can obviously say everything you want to say in regards to the Bailey Bowl. I'm just saying, for me, as I start things off, I'm not going to talk about the game and the. I don't care about that. This seemed to me really outline the bias in this group. This group is divided because they have chosen one person to be hard on, and the energy isn't being matched, right? When I looked at the Billy Bowl scene, what's happening in this moment to me is I do feel like what the energy they're giving Shamia, who isn't perfect, Shamia, in my opinion, hasn't done anything more or less than what these other girls have. And I do think there is this thing where, and I'm gonna call it out. And I know more about the way these shows work, being a producer, especially when it comes to the show.
Yeah.
We know that Portia's the queen bee. And I do feel like the relationships that they're having, everybody wants to be on the queen bee side this season. Portia is getting no smoke except from Kelly. Phaedra and giving Portia no smoke, obviously. Portia isn't getting any smoke from anybody. And I'm not saying Portia deserves any smoke. I'm not saying she does. The point that I'm making is, I, as a viewer, I'm not understanding, what did Shamia do so badly that she deserves all this shade coming her way. I am confused by that. And when I saw how Pinky, like Dustin said, tried to bring up, okay, K. Michelle, what's going on with you guys? And I was frustrated in that moment, honestly, because Dustin, you did say Pinky was doing her job. I'll give her a C+, because no, you should have said, hey, I met with K. Michelle, and K. Michelle said
she
that.
Said,
yeah, it's like, we're going to have a real conversation. And in that moment, I felt bad for Shamia because she's confused. Like, I got beat with K. Michelle because if you look at what happened last week, Shamia has no idea what K. Michelle said about her. And to be in this, hear me out, to be in this group, and you already know you and Portia ain't good, and we get it. I do feel like now that the girls know that Portia and Shamia aren't friends anymore, they're going to side with the popular girl in school. And at the expense of Shamia. I'm not saying Shamia is innocent. I feel like Shamia is doing her job, reading the girls, being outspoken, and all those things. But I do feel like Angela has a hard-on for Shamia, that to me, the punishment does not fit the crime. And I do feel like Angela has way more smoke for Shamia than she did for Portia last season.
I can't. The bias is too. Hold on, let me turn this off. The echo. The bias is just too much with him for Shamia. He's not being objective. What do you mean you don't know where the smoke with Angela, where that's coming from? What do you mean you don't know? Every time she sit down, they talk about him cheating, him being out in the streets. Oh, your husband don't love you, that's why he can't stay home. Like all that smart shit, all this Sasquatch shit. Blue herself 2 episodes ago was saying all of that, calling her Bigfoot and talking about her hair is giving anti-black. Like, what you mean you don't know where it's coming from? When did we get all this smoke with Shamia? Shamia is so nasty to the people that she doesn't deem important, which is Drew and Angela. She even Phaedra. Only reason why she's keeping it cute with Phaedra. I seen her get nasty with Phaedra when they was at the reunion. She was talking about Africans and stuff. That's what I'm saying with her. Like, I see through her bullshit. And Carlos, just because you was at the girl house, this is what I'm saying with her. Did she have a talk with you where she said you have to be loyal to me now? Is this what's going on? Because that's what it's given. Because you was at the bitch house and now you want a windmill for her now. She's awful. It's like that saying. I'm trying to think of the saying, like, you know, you can tell a lot by a person how they treat, like, basically, I don't know the exact quote, but like how they treat the people like that are lesser than them, like somebody like the homeless or like the wait staff or the service staff. You might think someone like I seen Kenya talking to like her makeup artist or her assistant real crazy one day, and I was like, oh. That's who Shamia is. When nobody's looking, she's a bitch. She can put on that rah, sis rah, cheerleader shit, but I see right through that. Like Amy said, she seems so sweet, and no, that shit is fake, bro.
And as I'm watching this antagonistic way of her dealing with things, as somebody who thinks Angela is everything, and she still is, I would have to say, me being honest, I am surprised that Angela has this weird hard-on for Shamia when other girls have done worse.
Who?
And I'm not sure why Shamia is all of a sudden.
Who did worse to Angela? All Portia said is she better something while I'm gonna fuck her husband. And they apologized and moved the fuck on. Who did anything worse to Angela? Please let me know. Maybe I forgot. Somebody remind me. Somebody remind me what Angela did. Somebody else did to Angela. Let me think. Only thing I could think of is Phaedra saying she knew Charles or whatever with Charles. But and Shamia, as far as them Angela forgiving them, it's like a quote from Mean Girls. Katie, Lindsay Lohan said, "It's better to be in the plastics hating life than to be outside of the plastics." I forget the rest, but it's better to be in the in crowd. Do you want to cry do you want to cry in the Bentley or the Nissan? She forgave them because that's how the game is played. It's Housewives. It's a game. You still, beloved, don't know how to play it. You think you do, and you tried to pull a maneuver, and it didn't work for you, and now you want to play the sympathy card. And we're not here for it because you tried it, because you think we're fucking stupid. I feel like the audience thinks that I feel like maybe we feel insulted more than anything else with Shamia, because do you really think that we are this fucking stupid? Yeah, so many tabs open.
And getting this treatment for saying Sasquatch.
I agree with you. It's giving Kenya more 2.0 when everyone was like hating on Kenya. And yes, has Kenya done some things that can make people feel away? Yes. Has Shamia? Yes. Has a lot of the cast done stuff? Yes. But I feel like, when like everyone's getting along and then there's like a little break in something, like there's like one person that could be like viewed as the weakest link or the weaker link. It builds our bonds to all that one person or to just pick on that person, and it makes our bond. Now it's like we're extra having fun. Wasn't that so funny over here, just doing the most? See that shit all the time, and it's like it's easy. Like, okay, once we don't want to fight with each other because we're actually finally in a good place. Drew and Portia, we're great now, and Angela and all, they're getting along, so they don't want to have smoke for each other. They do not. Guess what they do? Go to the person that she's an easy target. And I'm not saying that Shamia hasn't done anything. I'm not saying that. I don't think anyone on the show is innocent. I think everyone's done their little shit, right? But it's easy to like, you know what? If I had to pick one person, let me pick her and let's all join in and just pile on. Because I feel like the same way, the punishment doesn't fit the crime when there's other people who've done stuff to you that's been worse. And I hate this Shamia Angela thing because I like them both. And I really like Angela, but I'd be like, yo, what's up with that,
Dustin?
Yeah, I do think Shamia is getting a bad rap. Not a bad rap. I do think Shamia is being unfairly identified as the nucleus of every problem on the damn show, and she's just simply not that. People have their own reasons for maybe not preferring Shamia, but I don't think there's been an occurrence or she's done anything egregious on camera for us to see that will warrant some of like the vitriol that she's receiving. And I'm not speaking towards Angela because I feel like Angela just be talking shit and trying to mine, things that will make the show progress. I get what she's doing, but there are other people who have kind of, I don't know. I just, and everything ain't no flat answer, like zero sum. You know what I mean? So of course, Shami is not innocent per se, but it is a little bit heavy-handed her way, in her direction. You know what I'm saying? And it is getting kind of boring to watch, but I think that that's going to lead to a very activated Shamia at this reunion. And I don't know about y'all, but I am looking forward to it. I want to see the reunion. I want a bloodbath, carnage. I want that. What was that fucked up ass wedding from Game of Thrones? That
The Red Wedding, honey.
Yeah.
Them dragons. I love that show. Sorry.
That's what I want, Blue. I want that on that reunion.
Not the Red Wedding. That's one of the worst bloodbaths in the history of television.
They are shooting the reunion this week.
Yeah. So
Can I speak on behalf of Tauruses? Because Angela's a Taurus, and so I'm not confused.
Go ahead. No, your turn, Blue.
Okay, I gotta speak for my people. We're very specific about this. As a Taurus woman who shockingly is known for being direct, right? I know, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. If I see 3 of y'all on some bullshit and 2 of y'all admit it, and the third one not only doesn't admit it, but keeps playing victim, I'm going to have a hard on for you. Because you're not. So I'm the same. I'm going to be honest. If you do something, Shami's a Taurus too. So they see each other. If Tauruses who are wrong sometimes, unless they've gotten to talk to the lady, they don't know how to admit it. I think for Angela, the thing that is annoying her, because it's something that actually annoys me, and I've had to learn to recuse myself, is Portia says some shit and she ate it. She's like, you know what, bitch, got me. My bad, I did it. Right? Insert other people. My bad, you got me. Shamia continues to feign like nothing that is being said about her. And I'm just speaking on behalf of a Taurus.
Mm-hmm.
She's still playing victim and not just eating it. I'm so sorry. I don't care about the offense. I care about the accountability.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl who not only doesn't eat it but keeps crying, she's gonna keep pissing me the fuck off. I'm sorry. That's the
I get it. I just love Shamia on this show.
Yeah, it's the simple answer of you keep crying rather than just taking the L.
But let me ask you this, and this is good, and this is, I'm so glad we all agree. We don't care about the game. Great game, by the way, Cynthia and Angela. Great game.
Sports ball.
Yes. I want
game.
a Fangie, Angela.
Yes. This seemed to me sort of, this was the first scene to me this season that was so blatant with the alliance that has occurred, right? Because there were 2 of us, and I love Kay down to the ground. I was annoyed that, okay, Kay, you did tell Pinky this. And yes, Pinky tried to bring it up so you could talk about it. I was not happy that Kay Michelle did not stand on business. I was annoyed by that. Like, you gotta stand on business with these girls. There can be more scenes where you say something.
You ain't doing shit. She ain't do nothing. Carlos say it. She ain't do shit. She said in that scene, mute and silent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Folding into herself. She said in that scene just like this, she was uncomfortable, and she's got so much personality in her confessionals. She's got so much personality on Twitter. She had way more personality, and she was more lively on Watch What Happens. But you don't get to just stand in the semicircle and just stand there when you have some of that. And somebody, mind you, Pinky probably had been thinking the entire time, like, say something. So she probably was like, well, fuck it, y'all all right? Or maybe she was prompted by producers, who knows? Mm-hmm. But either way, K. Michelle was literally, they took the red carpet like those, those reels or TikTok videos where the guy throws the red carpet out in front of the random people walking down the street, and then he does like a photo shoot of them walking down it like a model. That's what Pinky did to K. Michelle in that scene. Here you go the floor, girl. And what did K. Michelle do?
She just stood there.
And
Angela's watching that, by the way. Angela's watching all these fails happen and getting annoyed.
That's
but that's why I'm gonna say that, Claudia, you got next. But that's why for me, I felt like, and let's have a real conversation. if Shamia pulled what K Michelle pulled, the rest of those girls would not just say, all right, are we done filming? They would have tried their best to extract it out of Shamia, right? And so that's what I'm saying, Blue, about this bias that I'm seeing when it comes to these girls, because K Michelle is allowed to get away with, there's no energy.
But she's a DOA though. I'm not going to try to here's the thing. She was dead on arrival. Shamia actually knows how to activate. They're not different. To me, it's not even a bias. It's different expectations. We know Shamia can be a media darling, can be a fan fave, can turn it up, was friends with everybody. I think for me, what I saw in that scene was, and Angela even said it, she said, you know, you're still mad at me about the fact that you blame me for what happened with you and Portia. She said it. She said, can we finally... I understand that frustration. Angela, to me, wasn't picking her. She's like, let's finally do this. Finally tell me you're mad at me.
Hash it out.
I agree with you.
Fucking do it.
And that's why I'm annoyed with all of those girls in that scene.
Yeah, I don't think it was even picky. I think Angela was frustrated. Like, this is the perfect situation for us to finally have this nasty. Portia's here. You're here. Shamia's here. We're all here. Why the fuck are we not having the conversation?
Everybody's not participating though. Everyone's not participating. Everyone's
so
not.
It makes Angela look like a bully. The one person who participates looks like a bully when everybody else is playing dead.
So,
but
K Michelle is not participating. She said she didn't want to pile on. I get that, and I
Pinky shut down.
Do something else though. I'll be so mad if you're first year, I'm first year, and you ain't doing your job, but I have to go give 110%. Or that shit is annoying, and that's a quick way to get people to resent you. And then Portia is not participating with Shamia.
They all checked out.
And it's like, okay, so now you got spokespeople speaking on your behalf. And it's crazy. Like, there's such a disconnect because everyone is not showing up for work. They're not.
Except for Angela, who now looks crazy because everybody took the day off and she's at work by herself.
But I gotta say this. And I'm not blaming Angela because obviously it's not her job to make sure everyone clocks in.
In the moment, she's frustrated. Yeah.
Frustrated. The thing is this. If I was Angela in that moment, the reason why it looks bad for Angela and Shamia looks like she's been picked on is because this. Y'all tell me if I got this wrong. I do not understand the life of me why we're talking about Angela versus Shamia. To me, it was great. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't Puerto Rico. This is the gag. Nina and Claudia never talked about Puerto Rico after Puerto Rico. They had other shit going on. So the fact that we're talking about this and this whole thing, the lap dog, no shade. There's tons of puppies that was on that fucking wood that wants to be on Portia's lap. And that is no shade, right? So the thing is, nobody is trying to have like these honest conversations. That's why Pinky, I'll give her that she tried, but she failed because if you're going to, again, going back to Angela and her daughter, don't bring up shit and half-ass it. That gets on my fucking nerves. You guys are making 20,000 plus more an episode. Call the shit out. Hey, we are here. What is y'all issue? So y'all, you
sound like Angela right now. You see the irony is right now as we're talking about it, you sound like Angela.
But that's why, unless it was edited out, Angela, let me know. If Angela should have said, Portia, no, we are going to talk about this, and all of you guys are going to address this because this can't just be about Angela and Shamia. And K Michelle and Pinky, what did K Michelle say? Because clearly you're not some fucking prophet. The energy's wrong. There's no fucking energy. K Michelle told you something was behind Shamia's back. Let's bring it up. And I think that to me is what's frustrating me about these girls in this scene because you girls aren't trying to clock in. Phaedra's sitting there making side comments. Drew is just there looking gorgeous.
Drew made me laugh in that scene, Carlos. When Drew said, yeah, because last season you was being somebody's lapdog, and this season you do it again. Shamia was like, whose lapdog was that last season? Drew was like,
hey, Carlos, Kenya
would keep it 100. Drew had me rolling.
If Kenya Moore was there to Claudia land the plane, because if Kenya Moore was there, we'd have Angela would have somebody.
Kenya Moore would never allow girls in the scene with her to not work. She would clock it and get everybody together. Like, I'll be damned if I'm the only one working. Y'all gonna work. Y'all gonna work. We're not just gonna sit here and let some people sit there twiddling their thumbs. You're fighting her battle for her. You ain't saying shit. You're on the Beyonce mute challenge. Say it. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. And it makes some look erratic. Like Angela doing the work of 3 people.
And now she looks crazy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
it looks like she's just being
So,
messy. And
I'm not keeping for Angela, by the way. I'm just saying that
I
ironically,
am.
all four of us would have been the Angela. That's why I had to call it out so we wouldn't be hypocrites. All four of us
Right.
would have been
You're
the
right,
Angela. Like,
boo.
what the fuck? Somebody. God
I
damn it, girl,
agree.
say something.
I agree. And the thing is this. I just don't like it when a show kisses the ass of the OGs or the vets, and no one is there to just have real conversation. It's the most frustrating thing. And for some reason, this scene, I thought it was so blatant what was going on. Because
it was annoying. It was annoying. I was like,
a bunch of cowards, Portia and Angela.
And what y'all gonna do, not y'all, but what it's going to do is going to turn, when someone gets picked, like whether Shmi is right or wrong or not, it's gonna end up making people start siding with her just because of like, well, okay, what was it? You almost gonna forget what the original beef was about, because now it's just too much.
Yeah.
Like y'all not even addressing what it really is. Like just and the things ain't that big of a deal. They're not serious things. They're little things.
It makes it more frustrating because we could have had this fucking conversation.
Yeah, the things that they're fighting about is not like, oh, you actually did have sex with my husband. It's none of that. It's little goofy things. That's
little shit.
It's being dragged too long.
That's why Shamia don't need to say nothing else about that dirty room.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
say another word.
He definitely dragged that out.
Word. It has nothing to do with the story of the season. We don't want to hear it no more.
I did ask Cynthia about that. We did talk about that last night.
Yeah, we talked about it. We went out to dinner too. Mm-hmm. So like, I feel you, but
it was dragged. And yes, we know it's Shamia. Yes, Dirty, but you know, you dragged it. You taking out for you, Shamia, but you dragged it.
I like Shamia. I just want her to like
drag it.
I actually like Shamia and Angela, and I think accountability is the wall that's between them. I think honestly, maybe tell me if I'm wrong. The way I've seen Angela, the minute you eat it, Angela will let it go. Because I'm
100%.
I'm the same way.
Yes.
The minute you eat it, it's over.
Yes.
And you know what?
Depending on what you did, but me too. I ain't gonna hold you.
If you still my man, I still might hit you. But like,
I think Shamia feels like she can't admit anything now, because when you feel like it's you versus everybody, there's no space for her to say, you know what, I was wrong. She's just got to stand on it now in her mind, but it's not helping her. It's not helping her.
But I think that's what part of the problem is. Shamia feels like she has to defend herself. She's being defensive in a way that is kind of like a turnoff for the fans. And I feel like it's because she feels like she has to protect and defend herself when everybody coming at her. And I wish she would just I wish her fuck y'all looked a little bit different than it does. That's what I wish. I wish her fuck y'all looked like, I ain't finna play into that, whatever. And if we got to get into an argument, we argue. But I'm not about to feel like I now have to avenge, you know what I'm saying, all this other shit. Like, no. I just wish her fuck you looked a little different, but I'm thoroughly entertained, baby. Season 17, baby.
And I do feel like I said last, I just think that Shamia is just still like in a growing pains, uncomfortable place in the show.
Yeah,
she's not used to this. Is I think she's just being the bad guy on the out. She was always the sidekick to the most popular girl on the show. She's it's gonna take this season and maybe even next season to still get to that. You know what? Like the villain era where she could be in her Kenya more and be like, you know what? Fuck all y'all. Suck my dick, okay? But she's not there yet. You can tell she still looks like
she still cares.
I think she's like, wait, what? I'm not in the in group for once in my life. I'm on the outside. I'm not. Think about it. Outside, she's with Candy. She's with all those friends. But in this situation, she's She's on the outs. In this group, she's on the outs.
Shamia, Taurus to Taurus, please, Shamia. I'm just trust me, sister. I understand. Okay, the Taurus need to die on stupid hills. I get it. My life changed when I could just take an L. My entire life changed when I could just take an L and keep it moving. That's all you need to do. I promise you. Just try it. Try it and get back to us.
And K. Michelle, please wake it up. It's honestly, you are not living up to your full potential. And I take it. Fans, I'm sorry, because episode 3, I was giving her props that she's a star. Not on this show. She's not doing it. She's missing. She's at bat striking out. She's missing so many layups where she could be great. And with that funny one-liner she used to have, we know she's funny. She's entertaining. She's smart. It's a waste of a check. But she's not the worst. It's Phaedra first, because Phaedra has the talent too. She's doing nothing.
Phaedra's on unemployment, child. I don't even know why. This is Severance. We're watching her Severance season.
But she's gonna have the trip, though. She's gonna have the trip to Scotland. She's gonna have the Scotland.
Shout out to Scotland, child. My God.
But she gets to pick rooms, and okay, maybe she'll talk. Oh, wait,
right.
I hate it. Let me stop hating.
Rose loves all the girls. We know Lowe's hit it. Mm-hmm.
No,
I can feel it. Go ahead. Clean it up.
that was not going to be my segue. I'm just going to say, look, Scotland is next week. We all know that this is the trip where, unfortunately, it is based on my interviews with both of them, it appears to be the final nail in the coffin of their friendship.
Yeah.
And Portia, which is unfortunate. We'll see what happens. I'm not. It's not going to be in next week's episode, but obviously, it's definitely a part of this trip. And look, they are taping the reunion this week,
Ooh.
and it is going to be. Dustin's right. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bloodbath, and
Dustin. He's doing a shimmy like a fat girl eating cake. Like, yeah.
Viewing party at my house. Anybody's in New York? If any of y'all three are in New York, just thinking of listening to loud ass New York in the background. Let me mute.
That is very New
I
York.
do think it's as much as like Shamia is not going to be ready for that many people, like her versus that many people, and it's going to be real. I predict it's going to be really bad for her. Like it's too many people. It's like you like Bruce Lee fighting all the ninjas around you, like over here, over here, over here. That's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for her. She better get us some Adderall and some Moscato and be on ready because you're going to be focused.
Or just take the L and shock everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you can just do that.
We'll see. But
bring your mama.
Oh snap!
You and Portia, bring your mother.
No, you're setting her up for a bloodbath.
Beautiful mothers. Bring your beautiful mothers and sit them on the couch the same way that Carlos and them made sure that Mama Joyce was sitting on the couch in season 6 to say her piece, and it was one of the best fucking reunion moments ever. A paparazzi sapphire. You remember that part? So I wish that. I hope that both mothers can come and see that conversation through on the reunion stage. That's what we want.
Yeah, that'd be dope, actually. That'd be really dope.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, Raindrops, let us know in the comments your thoughts on it. Panel, is there anything you guys have coming up that you want to promote, starting with you, Claudia?
Accidentally Informed's on break for the summer, but I am hosting, I can talk about that next week. Love and Hip Hop, I think it's like one of the final episodes on Wednesday, and I hosted the retreat and I had to gather the girls, whatever, a little bit. And I dish Monday through Friday, and go see my movies on Tubi. I got a whole bunch of them. One where I'm killing kids, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm always cheating or killing someone. Yeah.
By the way, since you brought up Tubi, I spent my Friday night watching Stepfather with Tay Diggs and Tamar Braxton. And when I say to you, it's an enjoyable movie. If you want to sit back and laugh and smile. The one thing I love about Tubi movies is the campiness of it. It's a very campy movie. Tay Diggs is fantastic. Like, I don't want to spoil too much, and of course Tamar is too, but watch Stepfather on Tubi. It's
doing really well. And Chris Stokes, he makes the best movies, I think, on Tubi. He puts some money into it. They look nice. Everyone looks pretty. And good things about it.
That's what's up.
Check it out.
Dustin Ross.
You know me. You know what I'm saying? You can catch me on that stage, baby. July 7th, Chicago City Winery. July 9th, St. Louis City Winery. July 21st, I believe, or 20th, Boston. July 24th, Atlanta. July 26th, Nashville, Cashville, baby. So I will see y'all on the road. We have so many things to talk about. So DustinRossLive.com. And shout out to everybody that, it was like 30-something people in the meet and greet in Philly, which was incredible. I got a chance to actually connect and like say thank you. So shout out to everybody that pulled up. I'm just in a really good space. I love doing comedy. I love working with y'all every Monday, and I love being able to connect with the people that watch this shit. So pull up to the show, baby. DustinRossLive.com.
Yeah.
I see y'all there. That's it.
Yeah. You're glowing. Just to shout out Dustin, it's actually Tuesday, July 21st in Boston, because I'm leaving here a little early on the 20th to catch a red eye to Boston. So I was
my girl.
Lizzie, I'll send you a heads up. So yes, 21st Tuesday in Boston. I'll be there.
I wish I had a townhouse to let you stay in, like Shamia did.
Right. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, you guys can find me Blue Centric Live on YouTube, and it's so funny because I've been doing Love Island recaps, and that's already a labor of love. What's funny is last week I did a live about a young lady who was making $50K a month and proposed to her man. I already have feelings about that. She proposed to her man, retired him, had 2 babies for him, bought him a house, got him a nanny, and he still left her. I said, now what the hell, Sydney? What is you doing? Well, Sydney hit me up 2 days ago, and it's coming on Blue Centric Live tomorrow to confront me about.
Okay. Okay.
What time?
3 o'clock Pacific.
Oh my
Her
God.
parents sent her the video. She DM'd me like, my parents sent me this. Like, what? I said, now, Sydney, what the hell? I'll see you on Tuesday, bitch. So, you know.
Ladies, stop proposing these men. Please stop playing yourself.
Blue
Please.
Centric
Blue
Live is about to be here tomorrow.
Watch that, Blue. I'll be watching. And if I forget, send me the link, please. And one thing, I'm not Claudia, Dustin, Blue. Do not force me to say the name. What I will say, and what Blue just said made me think about it. How Blue did this whole recap of her own, and the person she's talking about DM'd her. That happened to me last week. We talked about something on Monday Night Live. I got a DM from somebody who wanted to share their side of the story.
Pray tell.
No.
It comes out tomorrow, Carlos.
Does it come out tomorrow? The hell? Land the plane, Carlos.
Now the thing is this. We talk about this all the time. It makes me laugh how many people that you don't expect watch the show watches it.
Yeah.
And it just made me think about that.
So did you interview the person? Did you interview the person? Is that who your interview is going to be?
No.
Are you going to give us
going to?
No. I'll tell you guys on our Monday Night Live group chat. I'll tell you who it is.
Okay.
Who are you interviewing this week?
I'm not dropping one tomorrow. First of all, I gotta say this. Thank you all who watched the Shamia interview.
It was good.
Great.
You know, I am pleasantly listen, one thing about me, y'all know me. I do the interview and I go back home, right? So I don't mind the chatter surrounding my interviews. I will say the views have been astronomically high. And I do think, it's doing better than expected. And the thing is this, it just goes to show you that everybody has the right to tell their story, regardless if you're a fan of theirs or not. And obviously Shamia is somebody who is a polarizing figure where you love her, you hate her. Like she has no in between. I feel like she's like all of us. There's people who love us and there's people who can't stand us, right?
Yeah.
But I thank you guys for watching it. So because of that, I'm not dropping one tomorrow. I want you guys to watch that. By the way, I want to say happy birthday to Portia.
Yes.
Today is Portia's birthday.
Happy birthday, beautiful. Oh.
Happy birthday, Portia, baby.
You can watch her interview too as well. Before I let you guys go, somebody did ask a question that I think we all should answer. And that is your seating chart predictions for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Starting with Dustin Ross.
Yeah.
Who is Dustin Ross's prediction for the seating chart of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion?
For sure. First chair, Portia, Shamia. Second chair, Phaedra, Angela. Third chair, Kelly, Pinky. Fourth chair, Drew, and whoever else is left. And then my baby Cynthia comes out and just do her thing. That's what I think.
Where'd you put Michelle?
At the end.
Oh.
She ain't got shit to say. She ain't saying nothing, you know? She sit in the front. If they're going to let her sing, she could be up in the front. Yeah, because she's great at that. She hasn't had anything to say. And the reunion seating is based on who has the most to contribute to the story, you know? So I think that'll put her like towards the end. But I definitely think she's coming back next season. I definitely think that she'll continue on the show. I definitely think she can do well, but she's going to be on the end at that reunion.
Blue to Lusma, your seating chart prediction for the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion.
Dustin and I had the same chart, and my only concern, that's why I asked him where he put K Michelle. My only thing is I'm wondering, not a diversity hire, but I'm wondering if K Michelle's going to be bumped up simply because she's K Michelle. That's the only wild card that I had. Like, I'm wondering if Andy's going to, because it's her first season and everybody was really excited about her and she's been such a hot topic, that's going to push her up a little bit further than she's earned based on her work, if that makes sense. She ain't got shit to say. I mean, Dustin's doing a whole set on that lady. Yeah, you ain't got nothing to say. I do think Portia and Shamia are at the front. I do think Portia and Shamia have been avoiding each other so much, and Andy's gonna be like the two Barbie. Keith, he's gonna put them right there. That's my prediction.
Mike Tyson, Keith.
Keith, like the two Barbie dolls. So I think
like
they're gonna be a front, whether they want to or not. That's my prediction because Andy's messy.
I Kith like the store. Yes. Okay.
Carlos, look, you know my store. I like to shop at.
Oh, today's been crazy.
Yes. Claudia Jordan, your reunion seating chart prediction for the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion.
Of course, Shamia, because it's Shamia, Marsha. Okay, she's gonna be first chair on that side. I would say Portia because she's a star, but she hasn't been in as many conflicts this season. So I'm gonna go with Angela because she's been quite busy in everybody else's stuff. Not that Portia doesn't deserve a close seat to Andy, but I feel like she's like had a not uneventful, but she didn't have a lot of drama this season. Like, you know, you know what I mean? And then I will say, I don't know the order of Kelly and then Cynthia, Kelly and Pinky and Drew. I would put Cynthia on the couch, Kelly, Pinky, Drew. I would put K Michelle and Phaedra in the green room, and they can just watch it on the screens because since they didn't contribute much through the entire season, they can just be where the snacks are.
Not craft services.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if Portia wasn't.
Nature's best.
You know, like she's gonna be first or second chair. But I just feel like as far as like drama, like Angela was kind of busy, and that's my girl. But she was kind of busy, and everybody else's shit. She was kind of being a mouthpiece and stuff that she had nothing to do with. But yeah, K Michelle, and Phaedra can actually just carpool together and hang out in the green room.
Claudia,
I think it's gonna be smalls and talls via, like, you know how they cluster the couches. I do feel like it might be a smalls and talls couch though too.
Okay, here's my prediction.
And it's not hating, guys. I'm just saying, as far as being involved in the drama, I think Portia had a more of a peaceful season than I thought she was gonna have. I thought there'd be more drama with the sway and all that. So that's what I thought.
I mean, well, you had two of them in the green room. So do you agree?
They didn't do shit. They didn't do shit.
Is Phaedra going to be cleaning the toilet in the commercial break?
No, I wouldn't give her that because she's got a lot of jobs, but I don't think that's one of her jobs. But I do think she could take the day off, like she's been taking the season off, and she could just be in the green room. Why spend all that money on glam and a gown? And then please don't come with that shit you had on last season with the bullshit. Like this was her last season.
Oh yeah, the head thing. Yeah, that was weird. It was giving real gladiator with no gladiator.
Earrings.
Go ahead, Carlos.
Oh gosh, I just want to go on record saying Monday nights is my favorite night of the week. Okay, so all right, this is what okay, I'm stuck on the bathroom. All right, so here we go. I think first chair is Portia, Shamia.
I can see that too, of course. Yes.
Okay, so I'll go with Portia's couch. I see Portia's couch being Portia, Angela Oakley, Drew Sidora, Phaedra.
Why?
Oh, Phaedra. Okay.
Yeah. I see Phaedra. I see. So once again, Portia first chair, next to Portia, Angela, next to Angela, Drew, and then Phaedra's at the end, and then Cynthia comes out. Right?
Yep.
On this couch, I see Shamia, Kelly, K Michelle,
Pinky.
Yeah.
Talk smalls. I think
100%. Yeah.
Oh, talking smalls. Yeah.
You literally just illustrated what I just said, Fred.
Yeah, okay, you did say talk. Okay, talking smalls.
We see each other.
It's crazy that as much as like Cynthia as a friend of the show was so much more relevant this season than some of the housewives were in there. The housewives, and that's what sucks. Like she deserves, like she facilitated from, remember, out the gate, we were praising her about how great she was in that role. But then she became bigger than a friend of a show. It's like almost you forgot. Like it was like she was more clocked in and locked in than some of the housewives were. Sorry, call me. I don't give a fuck. Y'all call me hater. Yes.
No, you're not a hater. You know what it feels like when Michelle Obama comes out and we keep begging her to run for president and she don't want nothing to do with us. She just wanted to show up and say hi.
Right.
Cynthia Bailey is the Michelle Obama, and America is Atlanta. Like, I just came to say hi, y'all. I'm not trying to stay. We love her so much.
We love Cynthia.
She don't want to. She don't want to.
No, Cynthia's great. Cynthia's great. And once again, guys, great season. And I want to say this, not that I give a shit to give a disclaimer. The beauty of Mother Night Live that clearly you guys love because we're seeing the numbers here. I love the fact that we only stick with what we're watching on the show.
Yeah.
Right? And listen, there's tons of people who recap the shows, and I love all the people, right? But what I will say, the beauty of Mother Night Live, we stick with the show. We know so much shit about everything that I love the fact that we don't try to bring in outside influences, things we may know by talking to people. You guys should really appreciate the fact that we are literally sticking to what we watch on the show. And that's the beauty of us. And the beauty of the four of us is, as you saw tonight, we had a lot of disagreements, but it was respectful disagreement. And we love each other's point of view like we always do. But I just want to say that's why I love doing this with you guys, because we definitely do a good job at that. And the beauty is things can change in the next episode. That's why you should never feel comfortable like I'm the fan favorite, I'm this, I'm that. Every episode shows us something a little bit more about these women that we're able to talk about. So I want to say that. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay. All right. So listen, Blue, Claudia, and Dustin, I will see you guys next week. Make sure to watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta every Sunday, the next day on Peacock as well. I love you guys.
Love y'all. Love y'all, Raindrops.
Well, hold on. I think I'm going to take it in early tonight. It's 12:30. It's not early. Because I want to barbecue tomorrow. At least I got my food already. And tomorrow's my dad's birthday. I want to detail his car for him. So I'm going to go to bed at a reasonable hour. Oh, shit. I got to go put that food away. Yeah. I need to change that thumbnail. And I guess I will see you guys. Oh, and the thing with Portia is tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be... Well, I know it's not going to be like when Shamia was up there. But I'm sure we could find... If it's bad, I'll just turn it off, seriously. But, again, I'll see you guys tomorrow.